Also, you were supposed to bring me a banner.
Ah, son of a bitch, I forgot. I had to do back to school things today, so I missed a lot of things.
Hello, wake up.
Are we live? I mean, it says we are, but I don't know if we're actually.
Oh, we're live.
Yipper?
4 people watching.
Heyo! All me, you, and my grandma and my dad. What we got back there, sir? A little cat reaction?
Yeah, those are my
Unlimited.
Yeah.
You get the same spot I am. You make links and you'll have caught up to me.
Well, I already have them because I think I'm gonna do H10 links,
Oh, okay.
which you get like 13 whatever.
Yeah, 13.2, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, you were right. Bill is one of them.
Told you.
John, good evening.
Yep. Rad Raff. What's going on? Rip Doug.
Doug is not here.
Doug has things to do this evening. He's preparing.
Preparing for race car shit.
Mm-hmm. Real race car things.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
What?
Well, Bamboo sent me a message that said something about.
Yeah, we know. I was supposed to bring a banner, and I forgot again because I had back to school things.
Were we live when I said that?
Just got done talking about that. Are these different than the ones I have? I have black ones that Matt included. I mean, the person that I bought this off of included. That went on.
No, they should be the same.
Okay, I might put them in here as spares then. Do you need any of this extra grade stuff?
No.
Okay, cool.
Especially if I'm only going to build one of them.
Okay. Well, alright then.
I think I may.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was doing now.
What I might do is put that other one together.
Mm-hmm. And sell it?
And put a cage in it. And send it on down the road.
There you go. I approve of this. Well used as well, by the way.
I mean, ultimately, I wanted to. I've bought all the files.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I have one semi together,
You realize you don't like it as much as you could?
I don't like it as much as I could.
Um,
And
I mean, fair enough. You originally did not build it to sell, so I don't see how. I mean, I'm sure somebody could give you flack for it or whatever, but
fuck 'em.
fuck them. I agree. Just was kind of saying, you know.
Right.
Also, you gave me a pair of rails and shock towers that basically just had a whole bunch of 3D printed parts.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to take this out, and then I will just give you rails and shock towers instead. Okay.
Well, do you want to put all the pieces together?
I can do that if you. Well, I don't have a skid.
I have a skid.
Yeah, because I used my skid, right?
Right.
Cool. I can do that. Another quick question. Do you have any black 24-hole rings that you'd like to trade for some polished Vision boys?
Yes.
Cool. Because I want to put black rings on that. I like these, but I don't know that I like them enough that I want to buy a set of black IBTRs.
Yeah. I would agree.
Because I don't, I'm caught between two colors. I have black shocks already coming from Deluxe with my last order. But I've got two different colors and they're not even remotely the same.
Okay.
So I can't be like, oh, yellow goes with both of those. Because it doesn't. Yellow actually doesn't go with either one of them, but.
Doug is not going to be late. Actually, he's going to be so late, it may be a few weeks before we see him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. John, I did. We talked about the banner. I had to get home and basically jump in the shower, wash as much of myself as possible, get out of the shower, get dressed, and then we had to go to my daughter's school for back to school night. And then I came up here and sat in traffic. I got halfway here, left her school, which is halfway here, and sat in traffic longer from there to here than I do coming all the way from my house to here. Yeah, it was stupid. I didn't like it. I was not a fan.
Good evening, Tommy.
Hi, Tommy, by the way.
Ryan, what's going on?
Hello.
Also, I would like to discuss an issue that I have with somebody's website.
Okay.
Locked Up RC.
That's terrible. Terrible.
Well, yeah, just maneuvering around the website is difficult. But I have never bought a set of Locked Up wheels because every time I'm like, I really want a set of Trail Readies. And then I get on there and I'm like, they're 26 millimeters wide. That's too wide for Jordan. That's full width with both rings on.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I did not know that. Because when I bought these, because I'm a cheap ass, and they threw up these on the website or on their Facebook group for a set of 5. The 5 wheels were like $80. So I snagged them. I'm like, I'll deal with it. And then they're nice narrow boys. So I'm gonna go down that rabbit hole of buying Locked Up wheels now.
I like Locked Up wheels. The only problem I have is the back ring. It's just a touch bigger than like a VP or Vision style wheel, and they hit any like the SSD weights. I think they might clear, but anything. I mean, you do the wrong hub, whatever, and it's. I'm surprised you got the wide ones. There's the non. Whatever.
Well, like I said, they were.
They were in your price range, huh?
They were in my price range.
Understandable. John Lau says, "I'm glad I don't have to do back to school shit anymore." No joke. No joke.
I will also say these tiny little 2mm screws suck ass.
What? Why?
Because they don't really like.
They're just sitting there. They're not supposed to do anything.
I know, but they don't thread in very well, and I feel like I'm cross-threading them. But like, just send it home because they're never coming back out.
You're also going with the grade 8 too. I see that.
Yeah.
You're making bold decisions this week.
Why?
You don't usually go with scale hardware in general.
Yeah, I do. I like scale hardware.
Okay.
And
I don't see you do the grade 8 part a whole lot. I love grade 8 stuff. I like the way it looks.
Yeah, well, if you're running real beadlocks, that's what you're going to run.
That's how I look at it as well.
That's why I prefer that. Now, if I have, you may be thinking of if I have China wheels.
Yes.
The unmentionables.
The unmentionables.
If I have some of those, then, your selection of scale hardware is a little slimmer.
Enjor makes some. I have some in there.
The grade 8?
Yes. I don't have them on this. I have them on something else, I believe. I think. Hell, I don't know. I have so much stuff going on right now, I couldn't tell you.
But now I need another set of Trail Ready wheels that are the clear.
I have a set. They're on that K10 half buggy thing that I was building. Or that I am building, that I'll get around to eventually. At some point in time.
Good evening, Glenn.
Hi, Glenda.
Good to see you actually did show up.
Ryan said, my favorite locked up wheel is the Trail Ready 8A ball, 8 lug wheels, and the Recluse wheels. I have a set of the Recluses, because those are the 5-spoke spider guys. Yeah, I have a set of those. I have a set of those custom anodized in like Mountain Dew antifreeze yellow, that anytime I ever post a picture of my wheel wall, I have at least 2 to 3 PMs going, no, leave me alone. I have never mounted them on anything. They've had tires on them twice because I can't find anything to put them. I may have just found something to put them on, but I do like the Visions though. I have to think about that. Because,
Well, I originally bought the Trail Ready rings for the Vision wheels.
yikes, it's,
But the Trail Ready ring is so big.
yeah. Is that a 24-hole wheel or a ring?
No, it ends up being the same way where you run 6. This is 18.
Oh, those are the older ones.
Or maybe, I don't know,
It should be 20 then, right?
20? I don't know. 6 of them line up.
That would probably be 18 then. I know that he's updated because I know there's some of them that are 18, and then it was 20, I believe, and then now he's at 24.
18.
Yeah. The 24s definitely look the best, just because, you know.
That's what those are, right?
Yes. All the new ones, from what I understand, are all 24.
Which makes sense, you know, all the ring options.
Yeah. Well, you know, 5 or 6 years ago, it wasn't that bad because Motorworks was still doing Motorworks things.
Yeah.
Now they really don't, like, I've heard a few people say that you can't get a hold of them or, you know, whatever, like, so what are you going to do? Ryan said, yeah, Matt, I do like those wheels also. I really like CNC custom slot mag wheels that I have on my 6.9 Ford that I put boggers on this weekend. I have a set of the CNC slots. That's what was on the Pineapple before I switched it over to Visions. If no one has noticed, I'm switching almost everything over to Visions just because.
Well, I think, well, at least I've noticed because, A, I've seen it, but also,
I have eyes.
yeah, every time you post a picture on Vision's website, you mentioned that you're slowly getting there.
I am. I like.
All of them are,
Yeah.
all the other wheels are slowly disappearing.
You know, I like matching stuff because when I could get it all anodized, I could match things. Like I could have him do some, and I could match paint to it. You know, especially with Lexan and everything. But now everything's kind of changed a little bit. No one affordable is doing anodizing, so what am I gonna do? You know.
Have you thought about doing any of his Cerakoting stuff?
I did. I have a set of rings that I probably will end up getting Cerakoted. I was gonna say something to you and Doug when I got a little closer, and maybe Logan. I don't know if he would be interested, but because I have a set of the local guy that made the ribbon rings. I can't remember what his name is, but he made the ribbon V-lock rings, and I'm gonna have those Cerakoted yellow. I think I'm gonna build a yellow sarcoma truck for Squish. Not for her, but you know.
Yeah. Pulled pork has them deep pockets apparently. Switching from Vision and CNC to Spec.
Yeah.
So are the Spec wheels? Are they that expensive to buy from Spec?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I have 4 sets of Spec
Why did I-
wheels at my house. Only one set's mine, so I have a set. I have a couple sets, and apparently I have another set in the mail coming to my house. Yeah, they're big money. I don't think they are. So here's how all my brain works.
Here we go.
Yeah, hang on, buckle in. I really like Bob and Krista. Like just in general,
Fair.
they're awesome people. I like the fact that whether he polishes them, has them done, or if they're straight off the machine, I like shiny things. I really like chrome and shiny polished wheels. All of his wheels are super shiny. I like that part. The new designs I think are killer. And where I like CNC wheels is it's almost like Ingens, where if you have a set of CNCs, it's almost special because you can only get those damn things either A, secondhand, or B, if you're randomly on Instagram, or C, if you're just
CNC or
stalking,
Spec?
CNC.
Okay.
Or if you're just stalking him on Instagram and because he just randomly is like, hey, I got 3 sets of these. First 3 people to PM me, get them. And, you know, whatever. Spec you can order whenever they have the books open, I believe.
Meanwhile, my cheap ass doesn't like buying Vanquish wheels.
I mean, I get that. If Vanquish would sell some of their wheels in either raw, machine finished, or straight off the machine, not blasted, and then clear, I think they could sell them. But
Yeah.
I also am a big lip person. No. And I would much rather have some of the wheels that they offer in a deeper wheel, not so flat faced.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of impacts. I really like those, but they're so shallow, and then the lugs sit in so far to get that spacing out. I think it just, I don't know.
Ryan said Specs are super nice wheels. He has 2 sets.
Mm-hmm.
John Wilson's been eyeing some RC forged wheels for a show truck build.
I like my RC forged wheels. There's a few things that I've seen that I would probably suggest that he fixed. I do know that the Steelies he made for me are not as smooth as I would like them to be. And if I wasn't so lazy, I could 100% put them on something like probably a lathe at work, sand them out and then repolish them, but that sounds completely horrible because at 3 feet away you can't see any of the lines, but once you get really close you can see them, especially the fronts since they're shallow. The rears you can't really tell because they're so deep that you can't really see in there unless you're like chin on the table basically. But a lot of his wheels that I've seen, well, in my own personal experience, they have a little bit of surface. Is she dying or is it
Laughing.
okay? Just making sure.
She's alive.
She's alive.
Glenn said he regrets selling the CNCs that he had.
Yeah.
Pulled pork. Spec offers that shine in cool colors.
Yeah. And I did see where he said spec anodizing is top notch. Yeah. That's probably, that's going to be one of those things, like I've said before, where I'm sure they're getting hundreds of sets done or whatever the hell at a time, so they can do that kind of thing.
Ryan said that's where he bought his deepish slots. Bought them off his Instagram post.
Mm-hmm. That's the only place he sells them, from what I understand. By the way, what the hell is this thing that goes back here?
Your spare tire mount?
Is that this?
Yeah.
Oh. I kept looking at that, trying to make it like fit on the column or something. I don't know what the hell that thing was.
Yeah, and then it just goes,
Oh,
depending on, it's got different angles.
I hate that a lot. I'll just leave that off. And then, what's this? Same thing?
Yeah,
Same thing? Okay.
it's just 2 different
And
options.
then this is part of the dashboard?
Yeah.
Stupid. Okay.
It's like the glove box or something. I mean, it's passenger side, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. They just need a handle. I may make them a little poopy handle.
Pulled pork said, not a fan of RC Forged, won't buy another set.
Yeah.
Glenn said they're a little higher priced than they should be for.
RC Forged?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. The normal designs he does, I don't think were that bad. I can't really go into a whole lot of that stuff because I don't know if I'm supposed to or whatever, but I don't think they're terrible. But I would agree. The only thing that upset me was I had him make those wheels for the Burb specifically, like for me, said, hey, this is what I need. So he made me a custom set of wheels. And then I saw them on another truck and I was a little perturbed about that I was under the assumption that those were going to be something that I had.
Yeah.
custom for me that weren't for sale to the masses. I did the work of sending my RC every day. Steely's in, he scanned them. So, I don't know, whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm probably going to have some different ones made for it anyway.
Pulled Pork said he's a picky bitch with his wheels. Glenn said he shouldn't have to finish /deeper wheels at 160 a set.
I mean, I would agree with that. I wouldn't disagree with that for sure. The Steelies were a little bit more than that. And I was okay paying it when I thought it was just going to be a one-off. I was like, well, I've got to pay, like, this dude's only making money on me. So I was alright paying it because I wanted it, and he said he could have it done in time. Whatever. It is what it is. I'm not too insanely salty about it.
Joey's RC Life, good evening.
Hey-o!
Ryan said, I love deep dish wheels, but on some builds, a positive offset wheel looks good, like on an optic or a custom buggy build.
Yeah.
So I prefer a shallower wheel. However, I have several sets of the high offset wheels, and they've not found a home yet.
I found those for which ones though? Well, I've got 2 sets of Visions on high offset stuff. I have one on my Pro Mod, but I have deluxe axles under it that are 5 miles wide, so I had to do everything to suck that in. And those are almost, they have a hex to where the hex and the pin and everything comes together and it's as narrow as possible.
Yeah.
And then my 1.9 Unlimited has Visions on it as well because I got a cheap set of Capras. I didn't use them on purpose. I got a super cheap set of Capras, and that's what I'm using. And then, my Class 0 has a set on it, but that was just to get them under the fenders. I do say on comp trucks I like them because you have that flat face and you don't have the opportunity of things to get inside the wheel and kind of get you hung up or make things difficult. It's the same side.
Which I am running a set, like you said, on Capras for my Unlimited.
Yeah.
Pulled Pork, the more you buy from Forge, the cheaper he will sell. I bought 4 sets at one time, like $100 a set.
Yeah, I bought 4 sets as well when he was first starting. I hit him up on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. And was like, hey, I'll take all 4 of them. He made me a deal. And, I mean, for sure, that definitely helped. But, like Glenn said, he did me dirty. I don't know if he did me dirty exactly. Because he ended up charging the other guy as much as he did me. So, I don't know. I wouldn't consider it dirty. But I was taken. It got me off guard, for sure. I was pretty pissed off at first. I will not lie about that. But once the initial, knee jerk of this asshole.
Yeah.
Kind of I was like, okay, take a step back, see things from his point of view. Whatever. I don't know if Glenn was part of the group text at that point in time, or group chat. Or if that went straight to you and Doug, or what was going on. Remember when Glenn wasn't part of the group chat?
Good old days.
Loved it.
Yeah, Glenn was a part of that because he had his RC Forged wheels at that time.
Yeah. I was okay because, like I said, he would do custom work for me, and there wasn't really a whole lot of other ways I could go for the money that I paid him. I don't think I could have gotten too many other people to build me a complete set of wheels and be able to scan them. That was that was really cool that he scanned it in and was like, all right, I got it, no big deal. So I don't know. I've kind of let it go at this point. It is what it is. growing up and being mature at 41.
I'll get there one day.
It doesn't happen too often with me, so it is what it is.
But said, dang, you're old.
I am old. I am.
Also, for those of you that are not friends with me on Facebook,
Don't be? Oh, wait, what?
yeah, well, there's that. Don't be.
Yeah.
If you're not, don't. If I want you to know something about my life, I'll tell you it right here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so with my brother moving in, he had quite the aquarium selection
Oh, God.
hobby.
Here we go. Okay.
Yeah. And he originally was just going to get rid of most of it, like not mess with it. And
Looking back, you should have. But that's
looking back, I probably should have just been like, yeah, that's a great idea. But if I can sell something to make a few bucks, I'm going to do it. So anyway, so I have listed everything, and I'm in charge of doing all the selling. I don't mind doing that. But a guy hit me up this weekend for one of the tanks, and
This is a wonderful story.
he was like rapid firing questions.
Okay.
And then like completely out of left field was,
Oh, now I know what story this is. Okay.
do you do Suboxone? But he,
I've never tried boxing, but I mean,
well, so he had mentioned there were enough other questions that I totally just like ignored that comment and responded to one of the questions. But he was trying to set up, come to find out, he was trying to get a small tank for some guppies for his daughter. But in trade, he offered drugs. And then I told him that tank was it was already pending, which it was, and it is now sold. But then he's like, do you do Xanax? I'm like, so I ended up blocking him. And then, of course, Haley, being Haley, had to check his my case.
of course.
And, well, he's got, pending warrants for methamphetamine and all sorts of other things. And I was like, oh,
Hell yeah.
well, I'm glad I blocked him and his 5 burner accounts.
Yeah. That's pretty.
But that was a new one for me. I've never been offered drugs in exchange for anything on Marketplace.
Nice.
And the guy that actually ended up buying that tank, he handed me the money, and I said, thank you for paying cash and not being like the other guy that offered me drugs.
Yeah.
So yeah, that
I had a guy at work. I can't remember who it was. Oh yeah, I do. He said he used to run a hot rod shop, and I guess he got in with one gentleman who built a little different of a hot rod with some larger wheels on it.
Yep.
And he said that guy led him to about 15 other guys that wanted their car built. And he was like, yeah, one of the guys would just bring in bags of weed, like trash bags. And he was like, you want this or cash? And he was like, I cannot sell that, nor can I take that right out here in broad daylight. And he's like, so I'll take the cash. He's like, those bags worth more. I just don't want to go through the trouble of selling it. And he's like, that's a cool story, sir. Sure. Thank you, CIA.
Tommy said, wait, we can pay you guys in drugs? I have a list of parts I need from y'all. A few years ago, like, a decade or so ago, I'd figure out how to get rid of it. And so,
Before I had kids, I'll tell you what, I'd have figured that out. But I don't have those connections anymore anyway. And if I did, I wouldn't trust them now.
well, then I was like, am I just getting myself set up to be robbed?
Yeah, or, set up to get yourself robbed or taken down by AMPD.
Oh, yeah, I guess that could be too.
That was my first thought. I was like, oh, this is a setup.
And maybe it was because it was like complete, like just blatantly
Yeah.
just out there. I'm like, whoa, huh, all right.
Yeah, I mean, they're not very smart, so.
One,
Could've
based on what Haley looked up, it kind of ran in the family. All of the drug charges.
Glenn said, woohoo, marketplace stories.
What marketplace story were you thinking of?
I was just thinking about the general fish tank stupidity. I thought we were going to go into the chip and all that.
No.
The dinner time story, I thought we were getting into that. I definitely like the drug story better. I'm just...
Yeah.
That's not... That's
I mean, the other... I had one lady, and she's supposed to come get a filter tomorrow for her classroom turtle tank.
I know Turtle Tank.
And
I don't have... Yes, I do.
so she offered me like 2/3 of asking price. And I was like, no.
Good for you.
And then, I told her, I countered, and she's like, no, that's just too high for me. And I'm like, okay, then go spend double the price to buy it new.
Right.
But since it's not my stuff, technically I don't care if I make $100 or $1 off of it. So I asked Brandon, and he's like, that's fine. So I hit her back, and I was like, extra $5 and it's yours.
Yeah. I haven't sold anything on Marketplace lately.
I sold
Gather.
the desk that was here.
Mm-hmm.
Sold that yesterday.
Nice.
I got home and I was like, wow, this is really weird. I got to sell something and put the cash in my pocket.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't sold anything on Marketplace in a while. I've had a couple people hit me up. That one idiot hit me up the other day. Saw my wheels. I said, this is the price, firm, no trades. And immediately, would you do that shipped? What did I just say? Like, I literally just, in a nice message, just said, this is the price. If you don't like it, kick rocks. Ain't happening. So then I told him it was $50 more. And he seemingly got a little upset about that.
A little bit. I had a guy hit me up, was it yesterday, maybe? I don't know, some point this weekend. And the only thing the message was a screenshot of a Facebook post where I had posted a set of wheels for sale. 20 weeks ago.
Sounds about right.
That's all it said. So I was like, yeah. Still got these? Nope.
Yeah.
Sold them about 20 weeks ago when
Yeah.
that was posted. So if you're gonna reach out to people to try and buy things, and you send them a random screenshot, include
words.
a message.
And use words.
Hey man, do you still have these?
Yeah. Well, stupid people do be
I
stupid.
almost sent them your way
Oh, no, don't do that.
because you got colored wheels and stuff. So
Dude. We don't call them colored wheels.
my bad.
I don't have a whole lot of stuff out for sale. A lot of times anything I post is like in groups and stuff, and some people will see it apparently 20 weeks later, however long it was. But I don't know.
I need to post some stuff for sale, but I just haven't.
You know, in all honesty, like, what's been really easy for me is just sending Mitten a bunch of freaking pictures. Like, hey, what's this worth to you? Break it down for me.
Speaking of him,
Yeah?
I'm mad at him.
Oh, okay. I'm sure he's probably distraught about that.
I bet he is. Because I bought 2 tickets,
To Paradise?
well, maybe, kinda, to win his Ripper, and I didn't win it.
Oh,
And
well, son of a bitch. What a jerk.
God bless
Sorry.
America.
Sorry,
what are you doing?
I was looking to see which holes this used. Or the shocks used. 2 tickets to paradise.
Yeah, Colton went to do the drawing the other night, and they had some killer storms. So it was like 5 minutes of like getting ready to do it, and then they lost connection or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting for that call from Cletus. I got my 27, 30 entries, whatever it was, for the C7.
Dang, what all did you buy?
Bunch of shirts. Duh, you know this.
Well, I'm also waiting on my call from Cletus.
Well, I'm waiting on my call from CJ too, so.
For the S10?
Yeah, for a cream puff. I told Lid, I was like, better pack your bags. We're going to Florida with the double decker. Maybe a 2-car.
I did see, speaking of Cletus, in one of the F-150 pages, you know how he did the 2 F-150s, the red and white one? The white one is for sale, the turbo one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was cheap too.
Really?
I mean, cheap relatively speaking for...
In all honesty, like, if I won either of those, I would probably just sell them. I don't need a 1400 horsepower S10.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, the Vet would be cool. I'm just not responsible enough to own a nice vehicle like a Corvette like that.
I guess we could read some comments. Tommy said, "You break, you buy." No, he would just make me print my own parts again.
Yeah.
You're done? I ordered 2 shirts from Cletus. Damn it,
Nice.
you got twice the entries that I did.
I got 5. 6.
I didn't. There were a couple shirts that I was like okay with, but like I didn't feel like the designs were that great right now. At least for this
The
one.
Cletus?
Yeah.
Well, what pissed me off was I watched that damn video like an hour and a half after it came out, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'm gonna go grab them." And the Do It for Dale one was already sold out.
Yeah,
I
he
was-
said that one went quick.
Really not happy about that. And then after I had already ordered them, and been waiting, I think I'm up to 12, 13 days now that I still haven't received a shipping confirmation or whatever because they're not ready. He's like, "Oh, the Do It for Dale shirts are back in stock." I was like, "Well, can you throw them on my other order? Because I've already..."
Yeah, I haven't gotten notification from that. I ended up just getting it was a black one because, well, I can't wear white, so it doesn't really matter. But it was black. It's McFarlane Racing. I forget what it said on the back, but it had like the eagle.
Yeah.
That was the only one that I was like, that's all right.
Yeah. I bought a Jack Stan Jimmy shirt.
I thought about buying the Chop Shop one.
Was it the one with the cat and the helmet?
Maybe.
Yeah,
it was like
that's the one
it was
I
like
got.
$1,500 cam swap and
I don't know. It wasn't that one. I bought the one with the cat, whichever one that is. I think it had a cat on it. I can't remember. I bought one of Jack
it
Stan
does have
Jimmy
one
shirt.
that had the cat.
I bought the LS George, Bad Decisions, something Make for Good Times or some shit like that. And then I bought, I think it was the Step Back, I built this shit myself. And then I can't remember what other ones I bought.
Jay Jeezy, yes, this is the
Jason.
Umagine website. It's from RC Must DIY or whatever it is. The Project IJ, but it is an LJ.
Unless you ask Jeep. Then it's not. Then it,
Yeah, unless you ask Jeep, and then they don't like that we both have the 7 slot grill.
They can suck it. I got mine secondhand. I'm not changing.
Oh, yeah, he asked if it was the IJG. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Oh, mine's falling apart thanks to Matt. Breaking my shit.
Okay. That's fine.
This is ABS
Oh, Jordan.
GF. So the glass fiber reinforced ABS.
Girlfriend.
Yes.
ABS girlfriend.
Does it need to be printed in something
Yes.
that heavy duty? Probably not, but
I disagree.
I mean, we probably could have gone to a regular ABS or even the PETG and been okay.
You know what's crazy? I don't have any idea what you're talking about, so I'm just gonna take your word for it.
Good.
And this is what Metric Matt said to print it in. So he was like, "Buy a bamboo," and you're like, "Okay." And then he was like, "Use this filament," and you're like, "Okay." So I'm all right with whatever.
So that is literally how it happened.
Yeah, like literally, honestly.
Yeah.
I believe this is everything. Oh no, you need this thing. This little wang doodle here.
Oh, like doodle.
Whatever the hell this. I don't have countersunks, so whoever ends up with this will just have to get over it.
Ryan, yes, we are both gonna build roll cages for them, front and rear bumpers, and probably rock sliders.
Yipper.
Jeremy got the giraffe shirt for the wife and the Warhawk Shark Turbo shirt. I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, I did.
There were a couple designs that I was like, that's really cool. Oh, that's the kid's shirt.
Yeah, I saw one that I really liked, and then it was like 2X is sold out, and I was like, okay, well, JK then.
Yeah, because if the one was like the American flag and it had Cletus like written in like Rugrat font, I probably have bought that one.
Yeah, for sure. I do like some Rugrat things.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you. Can I get those black rings now that I'm ready to do?
Yes, you'll have to go get them.
Mother. Where are they at?
If you're looking at the wall,
Uh-huh.
they're like right there.
Okay. I'll put these in their spot. How's that?
Perfect. So I bought while Bamboo had their anniversary sale, I bought a Bamboo P1S with the AMS. And so it was very easy to print. The only thing I don't like about this Jeep, other than everybody and their brothers doing them now, but the thing I don't like is it's almost overbuilt. So there's a ton of pieces to it. But they're not labeled very well, so you kind of have to look at the instructions to see what this 7-digit number or code actually is. But otherwise, I mean, so if you wanted to print it in specific colors, it may be a little bit more challenging, but like we were planning on doing some body work on them and actually painting them. So I was fine just printing everything in the one color. Well, I did print the floor. Did you find anything worth?
Goodness, one of those is rough, sir. Looks like you let the donkeys in.
Was there only 4?
Yeah, I only saw 4. There's a couple of them that looks like you sanded the front of them. And then
I have not, but so it's just whatever.
It's fine. I'm gonna drag them against the rocks.
There may be another one in my totes over there.
Okay, what do you do?
As far as how long did it take to print, I don't know what printer you're using, but I loaded a full bed worth of parts on the Bamboo, and then I loaded the same parts in the same like bed layout on Matt's Creality, I forget what it is, CR10S or whatever. and the parts on the bamboo were like 7.5 hours, and it was almost 23 or 24 hours on the Creality. So that's just going to kind of depend. But it was a couple days between doing them, whether I'm like at work and have my wife pull parts off so I can start another print or whatever. Yeah, I would say probably 2 to 3 days. Oh, okay, you have the same printer. So yeah, so just load those bitches up and let her run. And then I'm running that the ABS GF through the AMS system. It gives you a pop-up warning. I did upgrade to the hardened extruder and hot end. And then going through the AMS, it tells you
Where?
not to do what?
Where?
In my like totes,
In your like totes.
they'd be just like randomly in the bottom if I have any. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, I've been running it through the AMS, and it gives you a warning. But I just hit OK, and it's been fine. Cody, how is that new CNC machine? I saw all you fancy guys are getting those. I'll tell Matt I've got the bamboo. He needs to get one of those. Been printing for about 6 months now and enjoying the learning curve. So I hate the learning curve of the printers. The bamboo has made it a lot easier. Because I had the Ender 3 and then Matt was talked into the CR10S or whatever at the time, which was a couple years ago. And I hated running those. I did it and they were fine. They were good enough. But the bamboo's been very nice. Tommy, what printer do you have now? Do you want to buy a Creality CR10S or whatever? Matt is going to sell his.
Alright, so I found one. The problem is, I believe this one's real, so it's flat. Whereas those are shiny. I also did though find these, but they're sandblasted.
They are.
But I don't really mind. What are these real or are these
No, you're not.
China?
They are.
Do you care to get rid of them?
No, go for it.
Cool. Okay.
There should have been 2 sets of those.
These?
Yeah.
Well, I looked around enough for the tubs.
Okay.
And then as I found this on your bench, these were right beside it. So I was like, oh.
Well, so there's one set that is shiny.
Fully
Would you
blasted?
rather have? Well, no, these are all blasted.
Mm-hmm.
Then I have a shiny set that are more like that. Would you rather those? Do you want me to go find those? So you can really see
Sure. Where are you at?
them? Tommy was telling us about his printer.
Okay. Well, I don't know anything about printers, so let's see. Oh, well, Cody's here. Hello, sir. 3D printing has changed my life. The CNC has been a fun learning curve. I'm really wanting to maybe get little machines if I can get somewhere that they'll fit. I would really like to have a small lathe at home because I think I could do a lot of things. A lathe and maybe a Bridgeport. I think I could be real dangerous. 1-to-1 and 1/10 with both of those. It's sick if you have the patience to learn how to use it. Ryan, I wish it would start cooling down so I can go out in my garage and build some buggies. Agreed, because I've got the 4-wheel steer samurai buggy that's almost done. It's probably 80% done. It needs like a couple crossbars, the B pillar, and then body nuts, and it's basically done. And well, hood mounts, and it's so hot that like I can't even go out there. So even with the garage door up, it's still too hot. Jordan was trying to sell me your Creality mat. It is for sale. I would 100% sell it because I'm going to buy another bamboo. Well, I'm going to buy a bamboo so we can have two in here doing the same thing. Lathe and milling machine for the win, for sure. So I've learned how to use both at work, and then kind of knew how to use both of them beforehand, but it's been probably 10, 12, 14 years since I've done it. But I would definitely be able to do some cool stuff. So. But I'm pretty excited about it. I'm ready to, get some of that rolling, if I can. My problem now is I have things in the garage that take up one of the parking spaces that I would consider my car. My garage is technically 3 cars wide, but there's only really 2 spots. And I've got a big shelving unit, so I'd either have to get rid of a lot of things. A lot of my tubs for like merch stuff is the only place I could put them. I'd have to get rid of my tubs of shirts and stickers, and I just have too many hobbies. I think that's basically the gist of it, for sure. So what are you guys doing? Fire sale? Tommy, I'll tell you what. If I ever had a fire sale, it would be an exiting the hobby fire sale. And I would probably call it.
They're all plastic.
I would call 3 or 4 of my friends and never look back. We discussed this last week, I believe.
Oh yeah, I was trying to sell your Creality.
That's fine with me. Get it sold. I don't care. I don't care.
So I don't know where the extra one of those are.
I don't know. Oh, because you've only got 3.
Yeah.
Well, these are all good.
And then there's those 4
The IBTR knockoffs.
Oh yeah, so there's those, and then those are 4 new black rings.
Right.
If you need black rings.
I'm gonna take one apart, see what the black looks like, see what the gray looks like.
Okay.
I'm probably still leaning towards these. I like the IBTRs on there.
Yeah.
But the orange is not gonna match. That'd be a sad day, sir. Sad day. You could watch me build real cars, because we've discussed this before. If for some reason, my comment keeps getting deleted about me messaging you about having some D44 housings. Who, me? I don't sell D44s, so there's not. Once axles come to my house, especially aftermarket housings, they don't leave.
Yeah.
It's pretty much a fair statement. But you'd be like the 4th or 5th person that's asked me about VP housings, and especially D44s, like the last 2 weeks. It's kind of weird. Everybody's hitting me up about them. No, I messaged you about me. Oh, you, okay. I can't even imagine the number of zeros in Matt's collection. I added it up one time, and I didn't like it. I won't do that again.
Well, Jeremy, if you can't get your message through to him, you can always just send it to me.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. I can't look at it now because my phone's over there, and this, I don't know, the way that my iPad and my phone talk to each other is not the same. But yeah, Tommy, I would love to continue doing this too, but something's got to give.
But the burnout is real.
The burnout is real, and I'm spending a lot of time to not make any money. I message you. YouTube keeps deleting my comment on here. Well, that's weird. YouTube's being weird because Jordan made a comment on my video. 12 hours ago now.
Yeah.
And I had to dig through my YouTube studio and go to like all sorts of different stuff to find it. When I pulled up YouTube, it would not bring it up. So I don't know what they're doing. Who knows? Probably being censored for something or something. Stupidity. Emphasis on stupid. I got 2 tickets to Paradise stuck in my head though. I know that.
You did that.
You did that. You're like, I got 2. And I was, tickets to Paradise. Pack your bags, we leave tonight. 2 tickets to Paradise.
Well, the trail readies look beautiful.
They do. They are gorgeous. So are you going with the 465 Falcons?
No, I'm getting
Okay, just joking.
a 475. What were they?
I don't know. You tell me.
Rock blocks.
Ah! Okay, you are going that route then.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We had discussed that before we went live. And that's what you were doing. Well, very cool.
They had 393 bounty hunters for $10 a pair.
Ooh. I have a set of those if you really want some.
Well, so I thought about getting. I mean, at $10 a pair.
Right. They're very all-terrain, and I can't find anything that I want to put them on.
Well, so I have them on my Beams truck, my Cherokee,
Alright.
because the wheel wells are so small in that thing that the 393s fit well. The only other 393 that I know about are the Tusks, and
Hunks.
well, and you're not gonna put TSLs on a pre-runner.
Yeah, you're really not going to run Baja Claws or whatever the hell those
Baja,
Pro X's.
yeah.
Okay.
Ryan said, Jordan, do you remember one of the Monday Lives we were talking about F9 bearing carriers, and I commented and said, let me know what you find out, because I need the same thing for my F9s. So I do remember that. And that week, or like a week later, I ended up buying a dirt cheap set of F9 housings.
Dirt cheap.
It was like $100 for the pair.
Dirt cheap.
I mean, they were. I probably overpaid for them because.
Oh.
But whatever.
They're dirt cheap for a reason.
Oh yeah.
bad, huh?
But I wanted it for. I only wanted the rear housing, so it was cheaper to buy that than it was to buy just the rear housing.
Right.
Which gave me an extra set of the bearing plate or bearing carriers. So I never did email them. Is where I was going with that.
I'm sure if you email them, they'll be able to figure something out.
I would think so.
Yeah. Or just message like all 4 of them that you know on Facebook. Message them. They like that a lot. Start with Josh. Then I'd go to Fam, and then Brandon, and then Dan. They'll get you hooked up. I was glad to meet Dan at Beat the Creek, honestly.
Yeah.
I figured I would like it. And I did.
Damn it.
What?
Well, I put those tiny screws away, and then I realized that I have 5 of these.
Ah, yeah. You messed up.
Trill makes bearing carriers. Really?
For F9 10s? For F9s?
Yeah.
Really?
I'll have to look into that.
Did not know that.
Not that I need a set at this point, but
I gotta bite the bullet eventually and buy that Trill front axle housing for my 6.
they're under the H10 section.
Oh, nice.
Interesting.
Ooh. Eh? Eh?
Let me see. I don't know that I like the sandblasted.
Yeah. Or
No, that's boring.
that's boring. I don't mind the sandblasted kind of silver because it's gonna go. So I'm thinking Sienna or Sierra. Sienna. They made one LJ, which was my original point.
Yeah.
Made one LJ in that color, and I thought it'd be cool to have that. I think it's Sienna. Or the other low production was Electric Lime. But Electric Lime is a little like green for me. Like that is loud. So I don't know.
Which one? What?
Electric Lime.
So that is
a loud ass color.
Yeah. For somebody that doesn't like loud colors and doesn't really care for green, I actually do like that color.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind it, and like I said, it's obviously my runner up right now. But goodness, that color is just that is in your face.
Yeah. Ryan, it may be worth shooting VP an email and seeing how much they'll sell a set of bearing carriers for.
Yeah.
If not, then go to Trill or email VP and look at Trill, and whichever one's cheaper, then go that route.
Yeah.
Cody said polish it with toothpaste.
That's not a good idea.
Then, not only will they look minty fresh, they'll
smell good
minty
too.
fresh.
Ooh, you know how good they would smell on the trail at Beat the Creek too?
Yeah.
Somebody would be like, who is chewing this delicious gum? And I'd be like, oh, no, sir.
No, those are my wheels.
That's my truck.
Jeremy, we are not going to the Great Lakes Gauntlet.
Nope. Is Ding Dong still going to that or whatever?
Isn't he in charge of that?
I don't know. I didn't know what he was doing. Now that he's selling his empire.
Oh my
You
God.
can't even say it with a straight face. Did he ever sell everything when he had that raffle?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either. I wondered though. In all honesty, like
Eric wasn't putting up with our bullshit.
do what?
I said Eric wasn't putting up with our bullshit and deleted that post,
Yeah.
so I don't know.
Yeah. Speaking of Eric, I haven't seen Eric in here in a while.
Probably because you're an asshole.
Oh well, yeah, that's possible. I almost wonder if that's why some people watch and then some people don't. You know, you never. I don't know.
I mean, it's not my show, but okay, bye.
Yeah. Like I said, man, I don't make enough money to worry about it. Ryan said, we'll do things. No problem. That's what I would do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shoot Vanquish a email. I think Fam is most of that. He's like the customer service guy. I'm pretty sure.
Matt's second favorite person to be.
You know, I realized he was just doing his job, I guess, but
Well, fuck him.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
Back to these fucking
I
scary
also never really, I guess, went all public about how all that went down. So, and a lot of people in here probably have no idea what we're even talking about.
screws. Well, I don't even know what the hell we're talking about.
Are you playing dumb now?
No. I would never.
You're just dumb.
Alright, that's real fucking rude. Haley!
Don't tell on me.
That's being mean to me.
He's lying. That was rude. Yeah. My falling out with Vanquish? No.
John knows what it's about.
Actually, this would be my. Technically, that story.
Hey, come down there.
Oh, get out of here. This would be
It's
my.
on your old YouTube channel, Matt.
What'd you say?
I'll beat you up on your own YouTube channel.
It's alright. My attorney would love that.
Might get some more views.
Yeah, no joke. Local Indiana idiot gets his ass beat live on YouTube. This would actually be the story of me getting in with VP, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
That would be what that was. So for anybody that doesn't know, the way that everything kind of started was I bought a bunch of Wheels of Fortune, and I got 3 sets of red 310s in 3 boxes, right? 4 boxes, something like that.
It was like 3 for 4.
Yeah, it was like 3 for 4. I got red 310s, and I emailed them and said, "Hey, I'm not trying to be a little crybaby bitch here, but like this is kind of crazy, you know." And so Fam basically told me, "That's the way the cookie crumbles. Shit happens. Sorry." And a few days later, I said something on Facebook. And I wasn't upset about it, but I was definitely, I don't know, like making it known or whatever. I don't know really how to put that. And that would be when Steve called me and said, "Hey,
Chill the fuck out.
calm yourself. Let's fix this." So, he and I kind of talked about everything, and I got some different Wheels of Fortune. Ended up with some different wheels, etc. And then that was how my whole relationship with VP actually started. Was my Wheels of Fortune was an insane shit show that I got on video, which I think probably helped my case of like, listen, I'm not trying to just make up stories here. Like I have this all, because the third set I was kind of pissed, but. I've got 5 Fordyces so far in TO. My dad said pay-per-view Haley versus Matt. That's funny. No. So John, I won't go into the falling out with VP unless it's day 0, nothing left. I'm bailing out of RC stuff. At that point in time, I'll burn a bitch down. I don't care. VPTP. Right. You didn't go public though. You're done RC. Yeah, you should. Just. In all honesty, I don't know. I guess it was a little different getting 3 sets of wheels that are the same versus 3 trucks, because I'm sure you got something else that was different. All your side parts should have been different.
Well, your chances of, not saying that I wouldn't be salty that you spend that kind of money and you end up with another fucking Fordyce, but
yeah,
your chances of getting the same truck with only so many trucks is less than
yeah.
They have all those different sets of wheels. And they had 4 or 5 different styles at the time.
Yeah, and all the different colors.
And then 6 colors, 5 colors.
That was when he told me that the 310s were getting discontinued. So I knew that ahead of time, but he was like, we're basically sending out all these wheels. He goes, 310s we don't have a whole lot of. And he was like, and in red especially, like, he goes, there aren't that many sets. He's like, let's say there's 30 sets. And he explained the way that they do it all, like they package them all up and then they put them on a shelf and they don't have any kind of, marking on them or whatever. He's like, and then they go like, I think it went from the shelf, and then they go roll back, and then like into a pallet. And he goes, then somebody just pulls them. He goes, so that's totally random. He's like, we don't pull those, like we don't build them as they're ordered. They're already done. And he was like, so for you to get 3 of the exact same wheel, when that wheel is already rare as far as like numbers in the packages, plus in that color, which is even less, he's like, this is just insanity. And I was like, well, I agree. So yeah. So that's how that happened. And then Jordan and I started building stubbies. Before their stubby came out, the Megan Fox thumb.
Yep.
Megan Fox thumb.
I was asked about that today.
I have a couple people, I can always tell whenever it goes out of stock, because people find our old posts and ask me if we have any or if I want to build another one, and I tell them absolutely not. But we started selling those, and the first few that we did, we were buying the slipper eliminator kits, and we had messed up enough shafts that we had like a lot of the slipper eliminators and no shafts. So I called him and said, hey, is there any way I can buy the shafts alone? And he said no. And I was like, all right. And then he said, do you just want to become a dealer, and then it'll hurt less whenever you mess one up? And I was like, absolutely. So that's how everything. Fallen said thank you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. I'll get that to him tomorrow. Cody said gambling is gambling.
Yeah, for sure.
Pulled pork, got the purple 2-2 Battleborns. Was happy
Nice.
about that. Not going to do the Trucks of Freedom or Fortune.
I got one set of purple machetes, the first run, and I put them up for sale every once in a while, but I don't really care to get rid of them, but I will, and nobody has jumped up to pay for them yet. Jacob says, I love that square body.
Thank you.
It is a nice looking truck. I keep bringing mine and putting it in the tub, and then I find other things to work on. I really need to get axles back under mine, since like, Rocktober's might as well be next week. Let's see. Ryan said, thanks that you're done. Rad Raff said, my luck is trash. I purchased Trucks of Fortune once and confirmed it. I get it. I got a couple ones that were terrible. Because, was that 2 years ago, I think, when they first did the Trucks of Fortune? I bought a shitload of them.
I got a Portal Phoenix on mine.
Yeah. I got a couple RTR Phoenixes, and I got all sorts of stuff, but it wasn't great. It was either like the box was awesome, or it was like, I don't know, that I'm glad I got 10, because I definitely wouldn't have been too happy if I'd only gotten this one or whatever. So
Cody said he got 2 sets or 2 of the same wheels of Freedom. Do I need to get a third to be able to complain? Sir, you can complain on your first one.
yeah. Now these days you can complain about anything at any time. Honestly,
You can complain that you weren't able to get one.
yeah. Honestly, I had a great run at everything that I did with Vanquish. Part of me realizes that business is business. They have their rules. Steve bent the rules a little bit for me, and then things changed. Okay, that's fine. Part of me is a little bit salty because I think maybe I was bumped out due to someone not liking me, I guess. Basically, maybe. I've had a couple people say maybe it was possibly the fact that I'm on YouTube and other people are on YouTube, and the more they can do to knock those people out. Tall Poppy, kind of making waves, sir, chill out. Whatever, I don't really care.
Yeah. Cody said satire.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't, like, I mean,
It is what it is. If you ever are approached by any company that says, hey, we want you to sell our stuff, I would 100% do most of it. There are a few people that I've learned not to deal with. There are some people that other people won't let you. Well, I don't want to say won't let you, but heavily encourage you to not deal with. I guess is the way to put that. And then, I mean,
Your favorite YouTuber's least favorite YouTuber. Precisely.
That's there's a reason I say that. So, but no, I mean, I think honestly, take the money and everything out of it. I legitimately miss talking to Steve. Like, I used to talk to him every week almost, at an average every week. It was cool to know things that weren't out. I got sent pictures of all sorts of things before they came out, and everything. And just like, I like talking to him. He was definitely a businessman, and he taught me a lot. Just random little, tidbits of things, and I like being friends with him. Whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is at this point. He's a busy businessman, and I'm just a nerd on YouTube.
Facts.
Facts machine.
JGZ, what color Sierras did you get?
JG.
He said he got the 100th episode set, and he had 2 weeks before bought the exact same one, so now he has 2 sets of the same Sierras.
I don't know what the 100th episode is.
They're Tuesday Live. For the 100th episode, they did the Wheels of Fortune. That's what that was for.
Gotcha.
What are those Jeep bodies 3D printed? They are 3D printed. That's the Imagine Jeep. Just missing its cage and finishing details and paint. Because unlike most of the people that are printing these, we plan on actually finishing the bodywork and painting them. Cody said he asked them about asked them if they do sponsors. They said no, and he was going to ask how Logan gets them kits before they come out.
Logan is much bigger.
Yeah,
That's I think key number one. That's how Matt does stuff. When you're in that upper tier of crawling influencers, that's how you get all that stuff, basically. I've really only gotten as far as I have with the companies I have because of just going out and meeting those people. Without the face-to-face, I don't think I would have gotten anywhere. I've tried a couple different places, but some of them were fine that I got denied. It wasn't that deep, especially now that I don't comp anymore. Some of them really, it made no difference to me whether I could or couldn't. So, but I will say, like I've said before, I'm not a dealer for them, but with Vision, like I've made friends with Bob and Krista, and they are super, super cool. I like them a lot. And Tom at Three Brothers is super cool. I like him a lot as well. So, and then obviously I've known Matt, or as you guys, Beast. I bet I've known Beast for 20 years, and that's how I got in with Deluxe. So,
Good evening, Doctor.
hi. Cody, what I would say is maybe give it a little bit longer. Let some of the stuff that's going on spread a little bit, and then I would bet maybe things are going to come a little easier. Agreed?
I didn't understand that.
He was saying that, like he couldn't get in with VP or sponsor them or whatever. I would just assume that as your whole business YouTube kind of whatever grows a little bit, I would say things are going to start to come a little easier, because once I got in with Reefs, that's kind of how everything really started to just, you're like, oh, I'm a Reefs dealer, and everybody goes, oh, well, if Reef trusts you, then I trust you. Here, you can be a dealer. Yeah. And then, oh, well, if these two guys, so
And then I think several of them were just from you being like, hey, I'm Matt Bowman, and I know Nillabear. And they're like,
True story.
fucking done.
They were like, if you can get me invited over for Monday night dinner,
Yeah.
I am in.
Yeah.
That happened.
So Cody, go for it. Tell them you know Nillabear.
For sure. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I did not vent these. Oh well. I'm not taking them off the beat to do that. These things suck to get on.
Cody said, oh, by the way, let him know if you want to test some files.
Ooh, I like files.
We are down.
Yeah.
Speaking of your files, I am sending out one of your printed dual digs tomorrow.
Really? Nice. I sold a couple of them actually locally. I think I would have sold more at Beat the Creek, except for the fact that only 14 people came through the tent the whole time. So
Yeah.
that was kind of. I expect to sell. I'm going to get with you because I expect to sell more at Rocktober. And once I did that and had all that stuff sitting around, I personally used a bunch of the dual dig aluminums. But I'll definitely get with you. Now that WeRock's growing, I think
Yeah.
things are going to get a little easier around here.
He said VP's treated him well. He's not worried. It's just what they say versus what they do has him confused.
I got no comment on that.
I mean, I guess they don't do sponsorships at your level.
Yeah. That's the hard, and I mean, like, I'm stuck in that spot too, where like I've done enough and put myself out there enough that some people know who I am, yet other people have no idea who the hell I am.
Yeah.
So when I talk to people, it's a very like odd. You go, oh, I'm this guy, I have and people are like, oh yes, I know you, whatever, and other people look at you and go, cool story, how much shit do you sell a year? And you're like, not enough, apparently. J Concepts basically told me to piss straight off.
Well, that's unfortunate because I need to order some.
I know. I'm working on some more electronic stuff, but I really want a website, and I just don't know if I'm dedicated enough to really, really, really start all this stuff.
I hear you have a free website creator.
I know that. I don't know that I want to go down that path, though. That's where I'm stuck. I don't know if I want to take this that far. Do I want to be Kirby? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to start a website and start buying and selling cars? And I don't know. Just more valuable ways I can use my time, I think, but whatever. Shit.
Cody said, do it.
I know.
The J Concept Warnier dropped today.
What did you just call me?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I bet it's the Warlock, but it's a Wagoneer.
So they did drop the 419 rock blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Which I do want a set of those, but I didn't see anything on their Facebook about it. Normally they're like, check out what we dropped.
Yeah. I think J Concepts is good at what they're good at. As far as you make monster truck bodies, you just kind of like stay in your lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's their lane, and I would have to agree with the general consensus and my favorite YouTuber that like I don't know how they come up. Actually, I do know how they come up with the names. But like there's no one there to veto that. No, that's a really dumbass name. Let's not do that. You know what I'm saying?
JGZ said a website would make it easier for those of us that don't use Facebook.
Yeah, I know. Right now, there's just a lot of things that.
That's just a whole nother level of commitment.
Yeah. It's another level of commitment, and now with the way work is, I can't be as willy-nilly of I just ordered $4,000 worth of deluxe parts. And then just like, oh, if I sell them, I sell them, whatever.
Yeah.
I got to be a little more careful, which means there's just less shit on the website, which means it's not as useful as it could be, and then nobody shops there. So that's kind of how I look at it. I will say, especially the people in here, I don't have an insane vast sea of people that I feel are very like super fan whatever, but I feel like especially the guys that are in here on every Monday, etc., like I feel like you guys are definitely always there, and I do appreciate that. So I may not have 1,000 fans, but I got like 200 really freaking awesome ones. So
I was going to say like 7, but yeah, 200 for sure.
I know I got a core group of about 30 or 40. So, and I do appreciate that. I did want to get that out. I do definitely notice who is here, who is commenting, videos, Facebook, all that stuff. So, Colorado Adventure Club said maybe it's the niche they're going for. Well, they're monster truck guys. Like that's what, and race guys. And I don't know if the same guy that designs their monster truck and race car bodies is designing crawlers or whatever, but
He likes us. He really likes us.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, even, and I don't know, I don't know, are you able to see how many people go back and watch the lives, like, after?
I take a screenshot every night when we're done, and then I compare that, like, a couple days later to see, like, how it's doing or, whatever.
Do you consistently have a handful of people that go back and watch it?
The views will usually go up 50, 60. So, however, I don't know if it's being, like, pushed out or if it's in a subscription and then people just can't make it on Monday and then go, like, I know Cold Crawl, he almost always rewatches because he's 3 hours behind us for one.
Yeah.
And then he's usually busy, especially
running
now.
his own business.
Yeah, busy running his own business and all, so we're not that important.
I guess that's understandable.
Oh shucks, at least double digits, for sure. I'll at least watch. I appreciate it, dude. Tommy said, oh shucks. So I download your videos and watch them when I'm on the plane. I hope that doesn't jack. I have no idea how algorithms work. And anymore, man, I just do what I'm trying to do. And I just let it ride. I haven't figured it out because I've tried to be better at thumbnails. I've got an actual app that I use for thumbnails. And I'm trying to be a little more like, I don't want to say clickbaity because I really hate that, like, you'll never guess what I did now. That's dumb. But I try to be more than just like listing out whatever and make it a little more interesting looking. And some of the videos that I've posted randomly will have like 1,500 views. I've got a couple that are like 3,000 views. And a couple other ones that I thought were really cool and had cool subject matter will have like 205. So I have no idea. I gave up. I just said that with it. Just want to be like Nilla Bear and just post on Instagram and be done.
Now, speaking of which, thanks for the shout out today.
You're welcome, my friend. Jay Jeezy says, I rewatch because I'm on the West Coast, so time does not line up. Oh, yeah, that's what I figured as much. And a lot of times I'll release videos on a Monday when I'm on break at work, which is like 8:30, 9:30. Sometimes if I'm just not busy, it'll be, a little earlier, which I understand for you guys on the West Coast is like 3:30 in the morning. YouTube swears up and down it doesn't matter what day or what time you release a video. I have no idea. I just, whenever things are done is when they're done. Tommy says, I really like watching you talk to yourself in the speed up building videos. I mute the volume then insert my own commentary. A lot of times I'm singing, if you want to know the truth, but
Put my own commentary.
yeah. What was that? God, what was that movie or that show? something 3000. They had the robot guy and the guy, and they would watch movies and like add their own commentary. What in the hell was the name of that show?
I have no idea.
My buddies and I used to watch it because we would do the same thing. Fart.
Mystery Science Theater.
That's it. Mystery Science Theater. I thought it was Mystery Science Theater 3000 or something. DR said, I don't hardly post on my Facebook page anymore. Most of the stuff I make anymore, I'm not able to post about. That's not a bad thing, dude.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, actually.
You know, if you can not have to go through the whole 2000 and 3000, okay. If you don't have to go through the whole social media pushing to get, you were leading with the vegetables. I just want to point that out.
Well, I was gonna give her her food first, because I like her more.
That's fine. I don't really care as long as you still bring me magic bars or whatever the hell.
Are these Xanax?
No.
Zany bars? There you go.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Hey, thank you, sir. There you go.
Thank you, thank you.
No problem. Colorado said NSW, North Southwest. I don't know what NSW is. Not safe working?
I don't know.
Doctor said, yeah, but I don't make very many cables anymore. I've got an order for 2. That's the first order I've had since BTC. Yeah, but if you don't have to go look for things, like if you don't have to go push all your stuff and people are just coming to you, shit, I'd be in.
Haley, Rad Raff would like to know if you will trade cookies for drugs.
Yes.
Did you say yes or no?
Well, there were 2 responses.
That's what I thought.
From that side of the room.
I thought so.
I said no.
Haley said no.
Brandon
said yes.
said yes. I don't know how well he can bake though, so let's take a chance.
That's true.
Let's see. Tommy said NSFW, I think is what he meant. That's what I thought he meant too, but I wasn't sure. Ryan said, I just like to post on the group of what I've done to a build or build I'm doing on Facebook. Anything else, I really don't do much of. Ryan and Cody are both my actual friends on Facebook. Red Rap said, oh, he'll be baking all right. I've stopped posting, dude, I bet 90% of what I used to on my personal page. That's why I had kind of said something about, like, don't add me as a friend. Because, like, I won't accept most of it anyway, because the only thing that's on my page is my wife tagging me about my kids, which I'm not going to share with everyone on the channel. There's no RC stuff on my page. It just seems, silly. By the way, one of the guys from BTC tried to add me today. JGZ says, good night, boys. Going out to dinner with the grandkids. Oh, sick. Have fun. Eat some rolls or french fries or whatever you're doing for me. Cody said, funny story, my first commission was something you couldn't or wouldn't want to post about. You wouldn't believe the market for wild shit. I used to work with a guy that had his own lathe that used to make things, and he did it as like a part-time job, and he would sell weird toy things, whatever you want to call it, on the side. And it was wild. He gave me one, and a lot of people thought it was a whistle because I had it on my keychain. So watching something that was intended to be inserted and people blow on it as a whistle cracked me up. Even though I never used it, but it was long round objects as animals sell. What? Long round objects? Snakes? Long round. Oh, no, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, We'll have to discuss that at another time.
I have no idea.
I have ideas, but I'm not 100% sure. He used to make things that looked like, kind of like the outline of a pine tree, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
They look like this. You know what I mean? I'm sure you know. Your mom knows.
That doesn't surprise me.
New meaning to wet my whistle, exactly. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. He was a good dude. He's turned into a crazy person. I actually had to delete him off my Facebook, which sucked, but it is what it is. What you guys doing over there?
Talking about fishes,
Oh, sounds geek.
I think that one of the angels is gonna die soon.
Angels don't die.
Well, these.
I don't think. I'm not up on my biblical.
Well, considering one of them already has,
Oh,
and
damn.
the other one has been rehabilitated at least once.
Like, from drugs?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Rehabilitated from death?
Yes.
Is that something you can rehabilitate?
Well,
You
we
know who doesn't need to die, fish? You.
they like got really weak and his fins got all picked over, and then they like to hang out by the where the filter sucks in the water, and so then he would get stuck to the filter.
Yes.
So we pulled him out and put him in a little like hospital tank.
Real quick. Better? Better? Better, everybody? Old? That we're never saying to begin with. And new. Raw wheels. Raw rind. Raw rinds. I like it. It'll go good with maroon or green
Yeah,
that I'm using.
I do like that.
Yeah, bud. I'm not usually a fan of black wheels, but those look good. What the hell is your bunny doing?
Eating?
No, she was like stretching or something. It was weird looking.
John likes the new.
I do too. I do too. The fact that they're raw and not shiny also is kind of cool because they're sandblasted. So they've got like that flat, silvery look. Still gotta take these back off and touch up this a little bit, but I'm happy with these guys. This took me forever.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't notice, I had not seen anybody do this, so I went ahead and put the aluminum sheeting on the sides to the panels. I didn't like all the bolt-on printed options. I don't think I don't know. Like the body wouldn't suck together right for them to look good to me, so I just sheeted the whole side. And I think I'm gonna customize my hood.
Okay.
Because I don't love this, but I don't hate it.
Okay.
I definitely don't love it though. I do like this part, and I like kind of this, because the stock TJ hood is just this flat, right?
Well, it's raised like this, but it doesn't have these humps or where it sinks in from the vent. So it's just flat, but it does have like a raised center.
Yeah, that's what I said. It goes up and then it's just
Right.
flat, right? This one goes up farther, doesn't it, than yours?
Yeah.
I like a combination of like all three. I need somebody to just cut them apart and print me one.
Cody said, "You guys are making me want to build a Jeep." This is something I thought I'd never say. So did Matt.
Yeah.
Now Matt has how many? 5, 6? I mean, it's almost the same number as square bodies.
Not there yet, but
Yet. He did say yet.
I got 3 YJs, my Nilla Bear TJ. No. So I have 5. I know I had more square bodies than that.
Yeah. Rad Ralph said, Cody, Matt's a Jeep by now, you know?
Something like that. I've never hated Jeeps. I don't like Jeep people. I know that much.
Fair.
Hell yeah, the raw rings and aluminum panels look so sick. Thank you. Glenn said easy. Glenn is a glaring example of Jeep people.
Glenn is just missing the ducks.
In all honesty, A, Glenn's a wonderful human being. I do give him a lot of crap, but Glenn's an awesome person. B, I want my JL to look like a transformer. I don't understand. It's like the new version of the old papaws that ordered everything out of J.C. Whitney and then bolted it on their like OBS Ford. It's the same thing to me. The stupid ass transformer angry girl, I hate that. I think it's so dumb. And the weird pedophile ducks just really, I don't like it. That gives off.
I have 2 ducks. The duck in my Cherokee is flipping the bird. And then Brandon for Christmas got me one that is the satanic duck. I think it has a pentagram on its chest. It has horns. And if it wasn't resin, what is it, a resin duck? It'd probably go on the dash. But I don't feel like having that as a projectile if I was to get in a wreck.
Fair. I just don't like. I just don't get the duck thing. I think that's part of why I hate it so much. Is because like it's one of those things that people don't let happen naturally. The people that are on Facebook bitching, I went to 4 stores today and nobody ducked me in my new Jeep. Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here with your dumbass shit. You just want to be cool like in a cool kids club. You don't even like the Jeeps. You just want people to like you.
It is annoying as a Jeep owner that I've never been ducked, you know?
It'd be amazing if I had a Jeep.
Never happened. But I'm also thankful for that because don't fucking touch my truck or my Jeep.
Glenn said it's not Jeep people you dislike, it's Jeeple. Same.
Alright, Reed. I feel personally attacked.
The worst are the ones that duck themselves.
Guilty.
Absolutely hate the majority of Jeep owners. Dustin said J.C. Whitney is still around. Yeah, I know. But I don't know if they sell Jeep things. Okay, well, they're just as bad.
So I honestly didn't realize they sold, like they were a big Jeep seller of things.
I have a friend, she lives in Tennessee now, I think. She posted a picture of her Jeep. She has a JL, I think. Stock tires, stock wheels. Took the fenders off for whatever reason. Because, you know.
Probably left the stock bumper on it so that the bumper sticks out 8 inches wider than the body.
Yeah. Stock tires, stock wheels, no fenders. And then green underglow. Named it some dumb shit. It's black with green lights. I think it has a light bar. It's like fucking Black Mamba or Black Betty or I don't know, some dumb shit. And like, I don't really like naming cars and trucks to begin with. Like, I think that's another natural thing. Like, I had a car, it was green. It was a 75 Oldsmobile. It was a Delta 88, big bitch. We started calling it the Pickle. Because it was like 9 different shades of green. Because somebody had like taken house paint and spray paint where it rusted and all this other stuff. But that was like a thing that just kind of happened.
Yeah.
You know, just like that. You see posts on Facebook all the time. I just got this Jeep. What should I name her? I'm thinking Blue Ice or black diamond dust or some stupid shit. Some dumb shit some chick named Rachel would come up with or something.
We did have to specify, now that I have multiple Jeeps, like the big Jeep versus. But
That's
yeah, I've never named my Jeep.
Rad Raff seems upset. Oh, enough is enough. I've had it with these motherfucking Dachshunds, this motherfucking Jeep. Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple people at work that have, I'm pretty sure they're all JLs, and they all park in a line every day. They all back in, of course, because that's the cool thing to do at my work for whatever reason. They all back in, they all park like in the same. I'm surprised they don't do some sort of like color fade or something.
I will say my favorite thing about the Ducks, and this will be my last point on the Ducks, is how bent out of shape people get about the Ducks. It was probably my favorite thing. Like in the Jeep pages, because I'm not on JL pages,
Yeah.
JK
Don't
pages.
blame you.
So it's all people that have YJs, TJs, or XJs. And they're like, well, as a real Jeep owner, fuck these ducks, blah, blah. I'm too fucking manly for a duck, blah, blah. Like, bro, calm the fuck down.
My problem is not with that. My problem is just like, it seems really weird and really forced a lot of times. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
And the like butt hurt of I went to 3 stores and no one's Jeeped me this week or like ducked me this week. It just is so weird.
I have not experienced that.
Well, I'm on a lot of making fun of people doing car things pages. There's a lot of screenshots from Jeep groups for sure.
Ridiculous. My SCX6 has a duck on the dash.
Now, I do want to say, if for whatever reason, I'm not just picking on Jeeps. If like square body dudes all of a sudden started like giving each other Rubik's cubes or some shit because they're square, I would think it's just as freaking stupid.
Yeah. Also, it is a really weird color outside right now.
Yeah. Like yellowy, gray, green.
Yeah.
This is the time where, since we're from Indiana, we stand out on the front porch and go, smells like naders.
Yeah, buddy.
You smell the rain? My arthritis is kicking up. It's going poor.
Well, we have the Jeeps have the ducks. There's Moo Moo Subaru.
What? I did not know about this. I know about the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos have horses, which is, I mean, that one's got to be the worst of them. Yeah, Subarus do Moo Moo Subaru and do cows.
God, I hate everything about this.
Red Ref, that's where I ended up with the duck that's in my 6 was somebody was passing them around at Beat the Creek or
I
Rocktober.
will say those hustling girls. There were 2 or 3 little girls at Rocktober last year, Beat the Creek, one or the other, that were hustling everything they could find. And they had a bunch of ducks, and I did buy them out of ducks.
Matt did buy a bunch of ducks.
I did buy them out of ducks just because I respected the little girls and I wanted them to be able to do whatever they were trying to do. But
Tommy said he's going to start putting SCX 24 tires on all the vehicles at the crawler comps now. You want to see Matt absolutely fucking rage? Put anything 24 scale on his truck. Yeah. Dustin said, I think one of those girls was mine. I do believe so.
I think she was with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ryan said they serviced a Jeep last week that had deep dish circle track wheels on it in chrome. They looked really good. Stock suspension.
Mm-hmm. I really like Bassett wheels. I don't know if anybody knows what those are, but
I do.
I think Bassett's look really good.
I had a set of wheels that looked like Bassett's,
Really?
but they were aluminum.
I looked into putting Bassett's on the wagon, and everybody was like, don't do that on the street. They're not DOT, and they don't have to be very round or straight or anything because they're circle track wheels. I was like, oh.
Interesting.
They're like, yeah, the chances of you getting 4 of them that are round and will do anything over 65 miles an hour without jarring your teeth out are pretty slim. Oh, okay. And then, of course, you got the guy in the S10 that's like, I've had these for 17 years on my square body S10. It's fine. Sweet. Speaking of, also, people calling OBSs a square body for whatever reason really irritates me.
Okay.
People not knowing, like, because I'm in charge of a square body page randomly because somebody was like, hey, I need help moderating. And I was just like, oh, I'll do it because I'm a freaking idiot.
I'm on here looking for pictures every day anyway, so.
Right. Basically, I'm looking for reference 24/7 for a bunch of stuff. So, but some dude posted his like '94 Suburban. He's like, "This is my square body," and everybody was like, "What on that do you see that's square that looks like the other 99.9% of trucks that are posted on this page?" He's like, "I don't know what a square body is. I thought it was just square." And another guy I saw had the RC 4-wheel drive thing. Sorry. The other guy had the RC 4-wheel drive, you know, like, oh, I thought this was just a page for 4-wheel drive RC trucks.
Yeah.
I did see that post a couple days ago, and then he got all crybaby because he didn't know the point of the page. Everybody let him know, and he was like, I don't know why you guys just didn't help me. Glenn said, I'm glad the OBS thing doesn't only bother me. Yeah. Like, I get that not everybody knows everything. Like, I'm okay with that. I understand that. But it doesn't take too much common sense to go, I think this is a square body. Roll down the page and go, nope, not a single damn truck looks like this. So apparently I'm wrong. Uh, 73 to 91 in the crew cabs and Suburbans, but yes, tool time 808. You are correct.
Also, I really love back to Facebook Marketplace since
Okay.
people are messaging me.
Oh boy. Sounds
Are
great.
you phirm on price? No, I'm open to offers. Crickets. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to negotiate with myself to get you a better price?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are stupid. I don't know if we've discussed that before, but
We have. Probably a weekly thing.
yeah, mostly. Tool time. Tool time and 808. So 808 I know is or is that 801? It's Hawaii. Right?
808 is Hawaii.
Yeah, I know that because I follow a lot of those guys on the gram with their big fat engines, and I try to keep up with their conversation, and I don't understand Hawaiian. Brada. I don't know why they were just Jamaican there, but whatever.
I mean, you weren't far off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, this 419 spare looks really good in here.
Uh-huh.
I wish they looked better on the actual body.
Yeah. I think the 80s would help. Because I was in very agreement, or I was very in agreement, there we go, that this needed to sit like all the way down.
Yeah, for sure. I guess I need to start building a cage and then
Yeah.
build the 80s.
And then decide if you want to do 2 of them.
Yeah.
I think my thought was, I know Matt's is on 475s. I know Nolan's is on 475s. And I know almost everybody's putting them on 475s. So to put them on 419s is different, and that's cool. However, do you really want to go run with 5 people on 475s and you're on your little 419s like the kid in Christmas Story going, "Hey guys, wait up for me. Come on guys, wait." You know.
Wait for me, I got tiny legs. Dustin asked if you've messed with your servo tester anymore.
I have not. I have not been able to be out in the garage. So the last 3 videos you've seen, I recorded probably almost a month ago. I literally cannot get out in the garage right now. I haven't had a servo to test because I haven't done any swap meets or anything. The not Chillicothe, but the RC Chop Shop was a little farther away than either of us wanted to go. So
Yeah.
which I felt bad, you know, and I told Colton I'd really love to go, but Chillicothe was already really pushing it for a swap meet, and the Chop Shop one was like an hour and some change past where Mitten had his, and I just couldn't do it.
Ryan asked if I'm going to do a fastback cage on my LJ. So I'm actually going to do a half cab cage. So it'll look like a half cab top, but the cage will stop here, and then there will be a bar that runs pretty low, like down the back, with the original intent that the spare tire will sit there, and then you'll have the half cab style.
I don't have a single clue what I'm doing.
If you're familiar with Jeeps from the late 2000s, the Rockman the Freak is the Jeep that I'm kind of basing this one off of.
Yeah. Some Jeep things are really hard to look up, by the way. Did you know that it's really hard to look up a Jeep green Jeep? You know what color Jeep green is?
No.
It's literally just called Jeep green.
What is Jeep green?
It's like almost the color of the SCX6 Jeep body, but it's darker and like more grayish, I guess, colored or whatever.
Is that off the new Jeeps?
They had LJs in that color, I believe, as well. Or TJs, maybe. It might have been just JKs and LJs or something. I don't know, or late TJs, I'm not sure. I also learned about Sarge and 41. I learned about that today. I like 41. I'm a big fan of that.
I don't know actually what that is.
It's the like khaki color.
I mean, I assume so because
Sarge is ugly. I'm not a big fan of that military green.
It's that dark forest greenish color.
Yeah, kinda. I wouldn't call it. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Forest usually has like a little more like turquoisey in it, but Glenn said also middle finger for the wait for me guys. I got tiny legs. Well,
I mean, it wasn't necessarily a dig at you. I mean,
people.
it's fitting, but
yeah, I mean it definitely works.
he said Brenton has 419s on his, and it just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
I did see he posted the 443 Swampers on it, and I want to try it on 80s and see if it brings it down enough to look right.
I think the fenders are just too damn big. The fender openings are just too big for smaller tires.
Yeah.
That's my personal
Like,
opinion, but yeah.
they're really not.
I guess also part of the problem is we
Don't have the flares.
don't have the flares on, or you don't have the flares on, and we were looking at it without the flares.
Yeah.
Because I really wasn't 100% sure I liked mine, and then I put the sides on and traced the actual side panel and realized that it's not as like stop sign looking in the long run. They've got the rounded rear. I like that better.
So I kind of like the square wheel well.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
Because my TJ6 has the round wheel wells.
Mm-hmm.
And no, that one's comp cut. No, they both have rounded wheel wells, so I should probably stick with the square
Yeah.
wheel wells.
Yeah. So I, being the deep diver that I am, I went and was checking out LJ versus TJ6 and TJs and stuff like that. I would argue that this is closer to a TJ6 because they're overhang.
Yeah.
Than
I get tired of arguing that argument, so
I don't blame you, for sure. Because, like, other than a few inches, and especially in 10 scale, if it's an LJ still, it's a very bobbed LJ. So, basically, it looks like a TJ6.
yeah.
But, whatever. Glenn said maybe it was 4.3s, not 409s, be the way the body's too big and the fenders are odd for that small tired. Agreed, TJ6. Yeah. But I also don't know how popular a TJ6 is over in Korea, where this was made. So maybe he didn't.
It's probably not.
Yeah, maybe he didn't know a whole lot about that.
Because I only know of, granted, I don't know of every TJ6 in the world,
Right.
but I only know a couple that are overseas.
Yeah.
And the creator of the TJ6 group is in Japan, maybe?
Yeah.
And his is pretty simple. It's on 35s, but it looks fucking good.
There's something about their culture, like their car culture over there. As soon as they gravitate towards an American thing, they just turn it up 300%, and you're like, damn, that's sick. Like, Japanese lowriders just pecker stamp American lowriders. Just nuts on your face, wiener on your nose, like
Just the way Glenn likes it.
just the way Glenn likes it. They're just so good at just, and it's little stuff. And I think the thing is, like, I know there's people here that make clean things, but it's like they have that aesthetic eye. Well, I don't want to like generalize, but like it seems like a lot of them, and it just seems like everything they do is just cleaner. It's just a nicer, cleaner,
Yeah, because his is silver with, it's just like a silver 5-spoke wheel.
Yeah.
So like it's nothing, but it's just clean.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, a lot of those dudes over there just have that knack. And you know what? I mean, I'm sure you haven't noticed as much because I don't know how much you keep up with lowriders in general.
I don't.
But they can use the most like bubblegum pink metallic on a big ass 70s boat and just mix a few little things in there where you're like, I drive a pink car. That's sick as shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, it probably wouldn't take much for me to drive a pink car anyway, so.
That's true. I would drive a pink car, but not like terrible Pepto-Bismol pink.
And it'd have to be a pretty cool car. I'm not just going to drive a...
Random pink car? Yeah.
As much as I love my 06 Corolla, I'm not driving a pink one of those.
Yeah. Lid and I started talking about replacing the Malibu.
Yeah?
Today. Yeah. I think it's gonna have to happen at tax time. Because my dashboard, when I started up, looks like a fucking slot machine. It's like, ting, 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 but I got on, I don't know, it was Credit Karma, of course, and they're like, you're pre-approved for $47,000. I was like, I'm good. I don't want anything to do with a payment for $47,000, but That's a
Why?
guy,
It's fun.
that's a guy that hasn't had a car payment since 2009. I'll take a hard pass. But I was like, okay, well, like doing tax check and my bonus from work, and next year I get to claim the kids, so I'll get more money and everything. And I was like, all right, well, we'll figure that out. So I get on there and I'm like, well, my Malibu's got a rebuilt title. I know that makes it usually like they say 60 to 80% less than what it is depending on how well it was rebuilt. So clearly I didn't go all the way. It's just operational. So I'm down, and it was like, your 2015 Malibu is worth roughly $4,200 in excellent condition. I was like, I might as well just scrap this damn thing. Like, it's all aluminum. I may as well just take it for bulk aluminum and just be done with it. Hell, the freaking hood cost me $900 or something like that whenever I was rebuilding it. Yeah, I do like the seats though. I thought about taking the seats out and putting them in the wagon. If I do end up just like, this car's worth absolutely nothing.
Yeah. So what are you gonna get?
Something Japanese, either a Toyota or Honda, something along those lines.
I do like the newer Civics.
Yeah, I don't really want a Honda. I would like a Corolla. I really like the new Camrys a lot, but I don't want to pay for one. It is getting even wilder looking outside.
Yeah.
It's like a pinkish orange color.
Should we be worried about the outdoors?
Let's see. Old Duramax will hit 350,000. Good God.
Damn.
I gotta go to bed. Love y'all. Bye. Good night. All right.
Good night, Glenda.
I really like the new Camrys. I don't want one necessarily, but I really like the new Sonatas as well. The Hyundai. I don't really want one, but I like the way they look. I especially like the way they look in white, because they have like that subtle, like stormtrooper-y kind of, but they're not like overboard. I like those.
We hated our Hyundai.
Really.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not gonna buy one. A, I don't want to pay for it, and B, I don't want to pay for it. But I'm thinking a Corolla, a Camry, something along those lines. I want a bigger Econo box right now, because I still do have to carry the kids. Now, once Reese is driving, little dude's close, and I only really have to worry about the little one, I'm gonna start driving something else cool during the day. I'll be well into my journeymanness, be able to afford something. I want to drive like some dumb shit, like just something super stupid, like a random, I don't even know what.
I saw a body dropped Bronco. Like OJ Bronco.
Really?
OJ? Maybe it was older than that. I don't remember. LS swapped.
Heck yeah.
It looked good.
Yeah. You can LS swap a lot of things that I'm already in. One of the ones right before we had Reese, I was looking at a 52. I think it was like a 52 Dodge Coronet that had a 5.3 and like a T5 swap. Just to daily, just for shits and giggles. It's like, this thing is so dumb, but would be just, so cool. And especially, it was cheap. Just drive something that is not nice, but is just fun to drive because of what it is. Is that a kitchen chair?
I think it was a chair.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't thunder. But I just want to drive something silly again,
Yeah, it's clear.
Oh, okay, that's good.
That's weird.
Tommy said, I agree that I don't want a car payment. With that said, I'm planning on selling my Lincoln and GMC Sierra to get to jail next year at lunchtime. Hope it comes with a starter duck. Gotcha. Nice. John said it's just gray there. I don't remember exactly where John is. He's close though, right?
I don't like the car payment. But I do like the new truck.
Yeah. I don't like being. I don't like not having the freedom to do what I want to when I want to. That's why I really stay away from car payments, you know.
Yeah.
I don't, I like being able to just randomly on a Tuesday be like, hey kids, do you want to go, you know, or, you know, whatever. We don't have to get $3 McChickens at McDonald's. Like we can, like, I can't do whatever I want to. But it's not like I have to budget so insanely crazy that I'm like, all right, well, if we mix these 3 packs of ramen together with this old chicken noodle soup I found in the cabinet, we could probably get through tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Haley and I went over our budget yesterday.
0 out of 10.
Yeah, she told me we're poor. So.
That's why your brother lives here. Because he's a poor too.
Well, so we established that if we take out Kona's medical debt,
You guys are fine?
we're not poor.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we have her medical debt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, fun fact,
She's almost done, right?
yeah, she has two treatments left. She has two, what was it? She had chemo last week, so next week she goes back for a blood draw. 2 weeks after that is her 4th treatment,
Mm-hmm.
and then a month later is her 5th one, and then she'll be done.
Gotcha. So she's got, what, 6-7 weeks left? But they're spread out?
Right.
Nice.
So all said and done, you could have a nice Econo box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which is kind of like, I'm stuck because, in all honesty, I've got the Burb, and then I'm planning on, eventually, I'll sell the Cummins, you know, whatever, right? So, I've got the Burb, which means I have a truck that I can haul. I mean, I could put a trailer behind it and haul pretty much whatever I wanted to if I wanted to, but it's not great. But I just like, I want something super stupid small to just drive back and forth to work that gets like, you know, TDI mileage, you know, or like a Metro.
What's the Malibu you get?
It averages 26.
Okay, so that's what the Corolla does.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Now, I don't think that's a fair average because of the times I drive. That's not an average of like if you just took it and, you know, like if you were retired, I bet you could get 30 out of it. Like if you weren't driving during peak, you know, rush hour traffic times, you could get better mileage out of it as an average. But it's not bad at all. I like it a lot. It just rolled over 150, I think. It's starting to make some weird noises and do some weird shit, and I don't really believe in it. Let's see. John said I'm in northern Michigan. Okay. So you're not, I mean, you're at least in the same region of the country we are. Tool Time said I have a 61 Volvo Duet. It's an odd vehicle. Would like to find a 10 scale body of it to fit the VS 410. I don't know what that is. Look it up. Google it. You got your phone. I got this. I don't want a payment anymore either. I owe $2,000 on the truck, but she's getting so rusty anymore. I'm gonna have to do something in the next couple of years. We have lots of medical debt too, between my legs being messed up and my youngest issue. Doctor bills suck. Yeah, I agree with that. I got really lucky because my little one was double insured whenever she was going through chemo. That's freaking wild looking.
That thing's pretty cool.
I'm almost positive I've seen a printable body for that. I don't know that it was 10 scale. I think it might have been like 24th or 18th or something, but you can always blow it up or whatever. But yeah, we got really lucky that she was double insured when she went through chemo, because I watched hundreds of thousands of dollars of bills show up to my house that said, you know, like your insurance covered this and her insurance covered this and yada yada yada. Like if we would have been even single insured, I bet we would have been probably $80,000 in debt.
Yeah.
Tommy said, yeah, I currently have 2 expenses, and that's all I really want, the house and my wife. I would like a newer vehicle that I want to drive, but I do like the freedom of not being tied down to loans. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not balling out of control or anything, but, you know, on a random whim, if I want to buy a good deal on, you know, something I see either one-to-one related or RC related, I don't have to worry about how I'm going to pay for my bills next week, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, we pay more in car payments than our mortgage.
That's crazy.
So,
But you've also lived here a while, so your mortgage can't be too insane. I could probably guarantee that if I bought anything relatively new and nice, it would be more than my mortgage. Because I've had my mortgage for almost 12 years.
yeah.
And I mean, my house was worth a third of what it's worth now, and the rates basically nothing.
And I'm surprised that you haven't got anything new because once Haley got her car, it was what, a year and a half, and I was like, I want a new car.
Yeah. Well, since I bought the Malibu, I've had the Malibu for how old's Holden? I've had the Malibu for almost 9 years. Because I got it with under 25,000 on it and put it back together. And I started driving it in November, and I started my job that I'm at now right after I got it together by like a few months. So basically like 8 years.
Yeah.
And because he was born right as I started. They asked me to actually start on the day he was born. I was like, I can't actually. Can I move that back a week? I was like, I'm having a baby. She's like, oh great, when? I was like, no, like literally I'm having a baby that day. She's like, oh yeah, you can start the next Monday. I was like, all right, cool. Believe me, Lid had a Sebring whenever we got together, and I got the Malibu, and then she had her old van, the black one, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I could drive a van. And then now she has, I don't even know what color that van is now.
Brown?
Kinda, but it's like also like charcoal-y. It's a very odd color. And I get in it and I'm like, damn, this thing sure is cool. Especially when it was like right off the showroom floor and it was nice and like clean and didn't have, you know, kids' toys all in it and everything. And I could drive it, and her payment's not terrible. It's just I don't want to pay it. Like I just refuse. Like I said, man, I paid my Cummins in 2009 or like 2010. So it's been 15 years and I haven't had a car payment. Like
This is my first car payment.
don't want to start now. Well, when I bought that thing, I only made like $14 an hour, and I had a 2000 Blazer that was loaded, and this is in 2005, and my Cummins is a 99. So I had two vehicles that were like 6 years old, and I made $14 an hour, lived with my grandparents, and I was like 21. I was dumb, but I was also in the same boat that I used to be in at my work, where like Saturday, Sunday were mandatory, you know, you're on 10, 11, 12-hour days. So that was when fuel was like $2 a gallon and I was sweating. So I used to drive my Cummins to work on Fridays. I was telling Lib this the other day. We went through Franklin. I used to leave my grandparents on Fridays. I'd go to Hardee's, buy myself a Monster Thick Burger value meal, smash it on the way to the car wash, because I worked there at Caterpillar, right there by Fletcher in Franklin.
Okay.
Okay, it's kind of behind it. I'd smash that, go on over to the car wash there. I'd wash my truck, go to work. On Fridays, we usually got out at normal time. So I'd get out, and then I'd go to my buddy's house that lived kind of out by 65 and 44, hang out there till about 3 o'clock in the morning, and roll home. Get in the shower as my grandma was getting up for the day on a Saturday, you know. Like, honey, it's 3:45. I'm like, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Dustin said, I make damn good money, but still live basically check to check, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Tommy said, I hate to hear that for you, Doc, but I know where you're at. The week I proposed to my wife, she was diagnosed with cancer.
Oh, man.
All that has led to other health issues, but I love her, so it's worth it. Damn, dude.
I'm sorry to
hear that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. With, I talk to people on a semi, like whenever I talk to them, I guess, basis. Of people saying, their wife has cancer, they have cancer. I talked to a guy the other day that I was trying to help out. He's terminal, and everything. And I said, like, I don't know how that feels, but I can legitimately tell you when someone says, like, my wife found out she had cancer, and like, I legitimately know how you feel. Like, I know what that feels like. And that's not just me, saying, "Oh, buddy, I feel for you." Like, I've been there. I've been there, dude.
Yeah, that was tough to read those messages from
Yeah.
that dude.
Yeah. I thought, in general, I was just offering to help. And then he told me what was going on, and I was like, I will do anything you need me to do.
Yeah.
If you want me to do it, I'll do whatever you need. So that way, you can get this done before your time.
Did he ever say any more? No.
Nope. Nope. I hope he gets, everything done.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool, I said, I'll make a video, to show everybody, or, like, that way you have it, or your buddy has it, whatever, to kind of like, I assume it'd be cool to watch.
He's got some local guys doing it, apparently.
Oh, he does? Good. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just offered to help just because, was that Glenn? Or who was that?
Cody said that.
Oh, okay, good.
Then Ryan said Saturday 2 weeks ago was his 1 year from having open heart surgery.
Oh,
Glad
damn.
that's all over with. I feel great now.
I
Well,
didn't know that. Yeah, I'm glad you.
congrats on that.
That sucks. Tommy said, I still remember the feeling when she called me to tell me the test results. I was driving and had to pull over for at least 15 minutes after we got off the phone until I could see again. Yeah. So I know you haven't been around very long. When we had my youngest, she was 3 months old, and we kind of found some things that were obviously abnormal. We took her to the doctor. The doctor was like, I've never seen anything like that before. And we were like, well, do you think it's cancer or something crazy? She's like, that's not what cancer looks like. We're like, okay, cool. Like, at least we got that.
JK!
Took her to Riley, and they were like, yeah, that's cancer. And we were like, oh, well, fuck. So that was a trip. That was an experience that I don't wish anybody to have. But also, on the other hand, like, even as bad as that sounds, and I've said it before, as bad as that even sounds, like, there were people in there that were so much worse off, that, like, their kids never left Riley. For either a reason that they just couldn't leave, or they just never left Riley. They got there, and the day they left, they were no longer with us. So that was a very sobering experience, knowing how terrible things were, yet could still get so much worse. What are you looking at?
Well, your hood hinges are on backwards.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that. I'm assuming so that way it kind of would, like, lay down. But they're supposed to pop up, right? They're supposed to be.
Yeah, they're supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to be that way
Yeah.
because they sit on top of the hood,
Yeah.
and then there's another little piece that covers it.
Dustin said, I've had my heart checked out and it's good. I decided 3 weeks ago to start doing something about my weight after my yearly. The doctor said I was 446. This Wednesday will be 3 weeks with no pop. Nice. That's how I started only drinking water. Was I thought I was having a goddamn heart attack or something. I didn't know what was wrong with me. But I used to drink a Monster in the morning, and would have another one usually over the course of the day, and I'd drink it with water, like back and forth, basically chasing it. And I went to the hospital one day and thought I was dying, and decided from then on that I wasn't drinking anything. So I cut out, I mean, I literally drink water, a little bit of milk when I'm here, and I'll have a Starbucks like once a week when I come, and I might have some on Saturday morning. Like, I'll have coffee, but that's it. Because all the old dudes are like, don't forget your coffee. I'm like, it's just water, it's fine. Don't want to spill your coffee. I'm like, it's free water. We got ice and everything here, I don't care.
That's like one of the girls at work. She drinks, what is it? Rain.
Oh, yeah.
That's like 300 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm still tired. I'm like, motherfucker.
You'd be dead without that rain, man. You know? So, yeah, it's like, I hate the.
Well, Dustin, good luck on
Yeah,
that
dude, that's
journey.
awesome. What did he say? No worries in his life. We keep pushing forward. And DR said, and I've started to eat a lot less while eating meals. Yeah, that's the part that's hard for me. It's pretty common for me to have 2 to 3 44-ounce fountain pops a day. Golly, that's a lot of freaking pop.
Well,
I can't
I mean, that's something that Brandon has said, because he would talk about how literally him having a refrigerator here that has ice and water in the door is helping him drink water and not.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I want something cold, so I go and get a Coke from the store or whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's what's helped me, because at work we have ice machines and we have a ton of fountains. And I just, every time I walk by one, I fill it up or whatever. And it's been pretty easy. But on the flip side of that, right beside every fountain in every break room is a big ass vending machine. You know, they've got one of those where the arm goes up and over and then it like dumps it out in the thing and then it dumps it, so it's like, 8 rows high and 10 or 12 wide, and it's Monster, regular, like light Monster, regular, zero sugar, Rain, the Ghost or whatever. They sell so much of that stuff. And knowing where I work, the overtime is usually for everybody but people in my position is open. Like, literally you can live there, sleep in the parking lot, take a shower there, come back. So a lot of those dudes and people in there in general just live on energy drinks. They'll sign up for a double in a day and be like, yeah, sure, I'll take 16 hours, and they just never go home, I've done it a few times. That looks so much better. You know what else I really like? I like the shiny bolts on the flat ring, so they don't blend in like they would with a polished ring.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. I like this whole thing way more than I thought I was going to.
Good.
Jeeps are so stupid.
Dustin said Pepsi is like his cocaine.
Ugh, I can't drink that stuff. Dude, I'm telling you, give it a few months and you'll be like, oh, you could probably have like a Pepsi every once in a while or whatever and you'll still like it. Mine's been, I think it was 22, 21. I think it was right after we had Sloan. It's like 21. So mine's been like 4 years. I literally can't even drink it anymore. It's so thick and like that I can't even.
Yeah.
I'll do it by accident because we'll go to McDonald's or something and my kids will have like Sprite in a cup or whatever. Or I'll accidentally grab Reese's Dr. Pepper, which is insanity now that I don't have, like, it is just not good. Cal Racing said, eating heart healthy is so boring in moderation.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Tommy said he's down 100 pounds since October last year.
That's awesome.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Take it easy, John.
See you later, man.
Ryan, it'll get a small stinger.
I have a 3-year-old duct taped to the wall. I know what I'm using. I'm using a Scale Metal Supplies Foldy small bumper. Especially if I can find the one I already have. I may have to get one from Andre this weekend, but
I kind of want to mirror my real Jeep bumper.
Put the dildo out front like a unicorn and everything.
Yep. And then like the bug eye, that's gonna be a bitch.
Bug guy?
So like instead of it just coming up and going across the top, mine wrap around, like back down underneath, like around the headlight, and then it drops down a little bit and then comes back up around the headlight.
Yikes. That sounds terrible. Yeah, Dustin said, "It's awesome, Tommy, that you've lost 100 pounds. I've always been a big guy, but I'm also 6'6". Yeah. There aren't a whole lot of pictures of Dustin. I've posted a couple with me and everything, but without a size reference of, knowing how short Glenn is versus what Jordan looks
Do we
like.
have a picture of Dustin and Glenn next to each
Oh
other?
God, that'd be hilarious. That looks like me and one of my kids.
Like Shaq and
Kevin Hart.
yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, unless you have a size reference, you can see pictures of people and you're like, yeah, okay, I mean, I guess he's an average looking dude. Until you see Glenn next to an 11-year-old that's like here.
They're the same height.
So, and if you guys missed it, what?
Tommy said, "I'm 5'10". I was built low to the ground and wide for torque."
Built for comfort, not speed. If you guys did miss it, Glenn did give away 2 more trucks this weekend. So that was pretty cool to see. I went to a swap meet and gave away a Bandit, and I don't know what that crawler was he gave away. I'm assuming it's some sort of legendary, knockoff of a knockoff kind of thing or whatever, but
Yeah.
kids still got a free truck, and that's always a good thing. So that swap meet looked like kind of a bust. I don't know what all he was selling, but when he said Arcfoot made $22 or something, and he made like 60 for a whole damn day.
No,
to
he
swap.
spent 60, I thought.
I thought he said he made 60 and then spent it. I don't remember. Anyway, he basically said that total he sold under $100 worth of stuff. So.
Yeah.
Dustin said, "I bet Piper is taller than Glenn."
She probably is.
I bet they're pretty close. I bet. If she's not. So Tommy said, "Sweet, way to go, Glenda." Yeah, I was pretty happy about that. You guys, we rocking on Sunday. Yes, sir. You gonna be there?
Is that this Sunday?
Yes, sir. I was gonna ask you about that today, by the way. I'm assuming we're rolling up in something.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Cool.
The Corolla, because I was told I'm poor.
Oh, you gotta save money.
Just kidding.
You gotta go from 26 miles a gallon to 19 or whatever it is.
I mean, the truck probably gets that on the highway going up there, but
26?
no, like 19.
Really? I figured it'd be better than that on the highway on the interstate.
No.
Really?
I'm averaging like 14 and a half right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that, well, I won't say that bad, but I didn't know it wasn't higher.
Well, so, minor oversight, when you go 305 squared,
a lot of rolling resistance.
a lot of rolling resistance.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Minor oversight.
Gotcha. Tommy said that he's going on Sunday. He will have the Mini and a trail truck. Nice. Dustin, what's the classes for We Rock? Then Tommy answered Mini Capra, Stock Trail, 1.9 Pro Mod, and 1.9 Unlimited. Yep. I'll get my 1.9 Unlimited done by the time that they change the rules in 2027. I just cannot get motivated on that thing.
I can't get motivated
I just
to...
don't.
I need to clean up the shop, and so until I do that, I'm not getting anywhere.
I just can't find anything that I really want to build, and I can't get an idea in my head where I'm like, hell yeah, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I also don't know what to call the kind of buggy that I want to build, so I can't find references. Because I want to build one of the driver forward buggies. I can't find them. I don't know what to call that. Because driver forward buggy does not bring anything up. It's literally just a bunch of moon buggies.
Dustin, the stock trail class would be like an optic or Capra.
Yeah.
It's got to be a buggy or tube chassis.
Yeah.
So even if it's plastic, like the optic or Capra.
It's a 2.2 or 1.9 Wraith. The Capra, which can't have portals, right? You got a straight axle with Capra.
No, it can be portals.
Can it?
Yeah, the Capra comes with it.
I thought you could use a Capra cape and it had to be straight axle.
Not that I know of.
I thought that's why William built that one for Jessica that was AR-44 swapped. Oh, anyway.
I think that was just because the Capras are so wide.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're looking at Wraith, 1.9 Wraith, optic, the Gatekeeper is out, and a Capra. Since the Gatekeeper doesn't have a full tube chassis,
Yeah.
it's on a frame or whatever.
Ryan says, what do you guys think about the SMS no-bin buggy? I think it is a good idea for somebody getting into it and doesn't have, like, you're able to basically have a Dremel, which I would think at this point,
Yeah.
well, maybe not, I don't know. By the time you're going to build a chassis, I would think you have at least a Dremel in your tools. So, I mean, that's kind of nice that you're able to just use that and put it together. For me personally, I have no use for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It would be really good for someone building their first buggy, or building their second buggy, something like that. I would.
I mean, he's said that.
Yeah, multiple times. He's not marketing it as a like insane custom buggy that you just don't have to bend. Like it's specifically made
Yeah.
for, hey, I want to try brazing, but the easiest possible way to build your own buggy. No bends, you just put straight tube everywhere and boom, you got a buggy. So that's what its actual purpose is for anyway.
Hobby Main, good evening.
What up? All axles allowed on trail, but not four-wheel steer. That's right. Yeah, I took my optic apart a year and a half ago, so I don't remember exactly what the rules are.
And then you gave me the axles. So dumb.
I ran it once with the H10s and said, nope, that's way too wide. Put F10s under it, ran it a couple times, and then realized that I just really didn't enjoy it. And in all honesty, I almost wonder if part of the reason I don't, just way back to don't enjoy it, I wonder if part of the reason I'm not excited about building a 1.9 Unlimited is part of the reason I quit the Sorka style was because I was running 3 different classes plus the kids, like, and all that. I was always busy. And now running only a pro mod, I can enjoy just being there, hanging out with my friends, and running one class and just being kind of like done with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not going, okay, well let me run pro mod real quick so that way I can go over here with you guys and run 1.9 Unlimited. That way I can go grab my mini Capra and run over here, and then I'll go grab my optic real fast and I'll run with you guys.
I really wish somebody would cash me out on my mini Capra and just be done with that. I would like to run the Unlimited and run those 2 classes.
Yeah.
But
Unlimited's small enough right now that I think I can get into running it.
yeah.
I just don't. I think in all honesty, the heat also. I don't have an idea. The heat has been insane for the last few weeks, for one. And I just have a couple other ideas I wanted to get out of my brain and at least get where like the 4-wheel steer portal buggy is. I almost wonder if I run that as my Unlimited once, just to kind of like feel out.
I mean, why not?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Jersey Style, hello gentlemen. RCs after 40 years.
Heyo.
He broke his Losi Baja Ray.
Oh damn, that sucks. I've got a hammer ray, and I don't know. They're the same, right? The Baja ray and the hammer ray are the same, but something else is different. Anyway, I think that's the same thing, and I'm not sure how you've broken it. Because knock on wood, I have lawn darted my hammer ray more times than I can count, and I think the stock plastic parts that let it do this instead of holding rigid, I think help a lot. So, Tommy said, my plan next year is to run Promon and Unlimited. Might continue to run the Mini for fun though. Although I'm new, more than 2 feel like it'd be a lot. It is a lot. It has nothing to do with how long you've been doing it. So like since you are new, last year I had both my kids running kids class. So I had 2 VS410, they were 4 dices technically, to upkeep. I had a class 2, a class 1, and a class 0. So I was bringing all my shit to sell, my canopy, my tables, 5 trucks, at least 3 radios, and just like all of it, it was just so much. And I think that's part of what really burnt me out and has me where I'm at now with comp stuff.
Yeah.
And I also like to bring up the fact that we all said we were going to quit comping and go do more trails, and we have not done that still, and it's August basically. So,
While I would have liked to go and gone on trails, and I would have had fun, I'm also okay that I haven't.
yeah. I also wonder, speculatively, do you and I enjoy building trucks more than running them?
100%.
Yeah.
Which I've known that for a decade.
Okay. Yeah. I do like running them every once in a while just to see if, like, I kind of went out of the box on this. Is this going to work? And then you go out and, you know, like, whatever. I also don't know if there was a place, like we've discussed, that I could take 6, 7, 8 trucks and the place to trail or mess around with was right there. But
Yeah.
it wasn't like Abner where it was actual like a trail. I think I would go more often. Because I could make a day out of like a 1 mile trail in a circle. Like let's say kind of like Beat the Creek style, right? A 1 mile trail in a circle, I could take 5, 6 trucks, go do a couple circles, see how a 419 LJ works, you know, compared to a, you know, 3-inch tall tire K10, and then take a buggy out, whatever. And I could run multiple trucks, be out there, kind of have that fun or whatever, and then just be done and go home for the day, having ran a vast array of trucks and kind of spent the day just trailing.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I think that's really going to change the way I look at Rocktober this year too. I really think I'm going to put Bill and, if Lid goes, I'm going to put those 2 in charge of selling shirts, and I'm just going to just go trail.
Cody said he just runs the 1 class, make it simple and cheap.
Yeah, well, I don't know about cheap, but it makes it simple.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is cheaper to run 1 class than it is to build a Pro Mod and an Unlimited.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Tommy said you need to build rigs to promote your brand and have other drivers run them in comps so you can tell everyone about the rig. So as somebody who lent out my Pro Mod last month, I'm going to pass on that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I know my rig, and I wasn't worried about Nolan driving it, but like,
No, absolutely not.
like I would have felt bad if I've beat the shit out of it for the last year and a half,
And it breaks an axle
and
shaft
it
while
breaks,
he's
yeah,
running.
while he's running it,
Yeah, yeah.
and then
I know, like, I know it's different, but it is caught out also the same. I know a couple of guys that build derby cars and rent them out to people, you know, or whatever. And I always wonder about that. Like, you got this real rowdy insert whatever part here. Oh, it shouldn't break. But then, you know, somebody catches it wrong or like right or whatever, and all of a sudden you've broken some dumb shit
Yeah.
You know, and taking somebody that just paid you $1,000 or $1,500 to run a car, and then now, like, you know.
Oh, you mean like legit derby cars?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
Tommy, what all classes are you running?
He said he was running the stock class and the Mini Capra. Tommy, by the way, if you do need a pro mod built, I know a guy that is taking orders right now. It's Nilla Bear with a with a 3 as an E. I just built an optic.
Yeah, and you can order a Nilla Bear chassis through Bowman Built RC.
I'll build it for you. Jordan will send me the design and I'll just build it for you. That's like I told that, you know, that one guy that hit me up. I knew where the conversation was going for sure, obviously.
Oh,
You know, it's like, oh, do you build those cages? Yes, but not for you. Like, I had already not built cages for anybody but a very specific few people that I decided to build a cage for. And right now, I've just got so many ideas bouncing around in my head that I don't think I could stop and be interested in building someone something until I get a couple out.
Yeah.
I want to get that Bronco done.
I have 3 that I want to get done. And whenever I pick back up, it'll probably be after my bathroom gets done. I did work on it yesterday.
Nice.
But I have 3 that I want done before I consider anybody else's.
Yeah. I'm glad I got the Suburban done, and I'm glad that it works as well as it does. It needs some things redone. I think I'm going to redo the panels completely. But sans that, like, I want the Bronco,
Or a Bronco?
and then I want to get the 4-wheel steer portal Sammy done. After that, I'll feel a lot better. And in all honesty, doing some...
What are you doing with the Capras?
Unlimited.
You're not doing a 4-wheel steer?
Yeah.
Are those 4-wheel steer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember?
okay. No, I don't.
Oh, okay, never mind that.
I thought they were regular axles.
No. They're 4-wheel steer.
Okay, so our unlimiteds will be portal, or Capra portals. And then I want my Bronco, and I want my IFS truck.
The IFS, like, the one thing that sucks and about being creative and having out of the box ideas like that IFS truck, it's either going to be like, oh, this is sick and like super cool experience to drive.
I'm gonna sell it 100%.
Yeah, or you're going to drive it 10 feet and be like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And sell it on the idea of, hey, who wants a 4-wheel steer or 4-wheel independent truck? Because that's cool.
No, just front independent.
Oh, just front?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were doing 4-wheel.
No.
Tom has a 4-wheel.
I'm doing wacky shit in the rear though.
Oh, the...
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Tom has a really cool independent 4-wheel steer. Independent 4-wheel and also 4-wheel steer, that little Samurai he has.
Yeah.
He won't sell it though. I asked.
Tommy, it is not a pre-runner style. If you're familiar with King of the Hammers, it is the Wolf Racing rig. So independent front, straight axle rear, trailing arms, but the trailing arms are the uppers and not the lowers. Triangulated lowers. So, and then 419s.
Yeah. Tommy also said he runs class 1 and 2 on truck days.
Yeah.
When you get tired of the class 2 you have, I have a class 2 that I'm selling. So
I also have a class 2.
proven winner. A couple times.
What is Cody laughing at?
Who knows?
My stupid independent chassis idea? Then I could build a trailer and have my 419 Wolf Racing rig on the trailer behind the K10.
Oh, yeah, nice. But you have to take the 8 lugs out of it, so that way it doesn't look like it's at least been 3/4 ton swapped. And you've got to use the K10 that looks like a half-ton short bed and put a 3-car gooseneck on it and pull it with that. Because what's insanely realistic is a 4-wheel drive half-ton truck pulling a 10,000 pound trailer with 27,000 pounds worth of trucks on it, because that happens at least daily.
Cody said you should just keep it on the trailer. Cody, I don't like you don't like my idea.
Tommy also said my rig just needs a proven driver.
Well, that will be you next year.
Yeah,
Just keep at it.
yeah. I've said multiple times, literally going out and hanging out with Jordan and Doug taught me a whole lot and made me a much better driver than I thought I was. I mean, I'm not great, but made me better than what I ever thought I was going to be, for sure. Had me very shocked to start bringing home little plastic trophies and
Take it easy, Dustin.
aluminum plaques that I now use as body mounts because I have 30 of them.
Use them as body mounts.
Yeah, they're holding the turquoise K30. They're holding the bed and the cab up off the frame to like set it all level.
Nice.
They're not technically body mounts, but they're like stabilizing.
The 3D printed ones.
No, the aluminum ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
the flat like panel.
Oh,
Yeah, the stainless. I don't know what they are. Aluminum. I'm assuming they're aluminum.
oh, maybe. Yeah.
Not Dustin. Tommy said I like helping to score so I can watch how others think about the course. Yeah,
That is also very helpful.
that is very helpful, and you'll learn a lot just watching other people do stuff. Like, oh, I never would have thought to take this line around and come at that gate sideways, or like everybody's trying to come this way, and then all of a sudden somebody comes from the left and like hooks it around or something, and you see so many different ways to drive the same course with a different truck, with a different driver, and watch different things work and not work. It's very cool. Some of the guys here are killers, so the barrier to entry gets rough. Yeah. Yeah. I changed my truck a lot last year because I was trying to make it better and keep up. And Jordan just made fun of me because every time I go to a comp it'd be different. Which hurt me because I couldn't get used to driving the truck, but then I also couldn't get the truck to do the things that I was watching everybody else do that I knew I should be able to do. So if it didn't work, then I took it home and figured all of it out. By the time I got really burnt out though, and by the time the season was over,
She was working.
that truck works pretty well now. I just don't want to drive it.
Yeah. Tommy, we are not going to We Rock East Nationals, which
No.
is, isn't that like, where's that at?
I have no idea. After October, I won't have any vacation left, so I can't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
I used a couple too many days on doctor's appointments. Dad, I broke my arm. And and the snow. The snow screwed me a few times. Where I walked out and was like, I'm not shoveling a foot of snow. That way I can be 3 hours late to work, go there for 4 hours, and then spend 2 hours coming back because it's still snowing. Hello, I'm not going to be in today. Click. Okay, I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah. Doug, I think, is planning on going to the 24-hour crawl. We
Yeah.
will not.
Yeah. Disney, Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
No. Colorado, I've tried other hobbies where all the other guys were beasts and it made it no fun for entry level peeps like me. Yeah. I mean, obviously I'm on the, like, we, I guess, are on the inside looking out as far as, like, the circle of people that are there commonly and, like, have been there for a while. And we've said it before, as far as I think some people will watch some of us interact with each other and be like, oh, these guys are assholes. But like,
Fuck 'em.
that too. But if you if you need something, I think I would speak for Jordan and a lot of people. Like, once we figure out you're not a complete idiot, like not just a noob, I don't know anything, but like just a dumbass, annoying person to be around. As long as you're not one of those people, you can come up and ask me. Well, I'll help you in any way possibly I can. And that's not just fronting for YouTube or anything. Like, Jordan and I literally enjoy helping people. And I honestly like people in general.
I don't really like helping people.
Yeah.
It's just in my nature to do that.
Yeah. Yeah. It is fun to send people to you in general, though.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Colorado Adventure Club says, I just learned how to drive the truck. I usually can't pull the same exact lines. Being short? What? Oh, because your chassis is short. I thought you meant you were physically short. I was like, I don't understand how that.
Can't see the game.
Uppy. So sometimes I'll follow, but usually have to think outside the box to keep up with the longer rigs. Yeah. That's one thing that I've really had to think about with my Pro Mod, because it's a good, I would say at least half inch, if not a little more longer than almost everybody else is out there. And it's worked in my favor a few times, and it has worked against me a few times.
I honestly wouldn't mind shortening mine up. But it's not necessary with the digs.
Yeah. That's like C2, I don't think I would go beyond 12.3 just for the turning radius and being able to be a little more nimble. Like, I know Beasts is like 13. His is almost as long as my Pro Mod.
Yeah.
And I have my, I've got my F10s doing this basically. But I don't know that I would shorten my Pro Mod. There've been a few times where I wished it was, because it would like hit two rocks at the same time, and do this, and then
Yeah.
get a little upset about things. And I just wish that I would have adopted the buy once, cry once philosophy sooner.
Yeah.
Once you know that you like this, I would say that's a good way to go. Obviously, I guess, but at first, I would definitely not suggest, oh, I think I might like RC Rock Crawl, and I'm going to buy a $900 speedy cage and, $900 axles and buy a $400 electronics system. Like, I wouldn't suggest that by any means, but, you start with a decent, let's say Capra or whatever, and go, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, then it's definitely the way to go, because you're going to spend more money in the long run. I especially, like, you can't get through to some people, but some people with these tires, dude, they're like, oh, I bought the Amazon Hyraxes. They suck. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
We told you that. And now you've spent $35 instead of spending $60. Like, so now you're going to go spend the 60 to begin, like, eventually. And now you spent 35 that you also didn't have to spend. And you're trying to get $12 back out of them because everybody knows they're garbage, or like whatever. It's just an example, but Cody said, I would say competition is not for everyone. I enjoy the camaraderie and teamwork. The rush of hitting gates, when you take it too seriously, can kill the fun. I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hard on myself sometimes, so I think that's what pisses me off more than anything, is when I feel like I should be able to do this, my truck should be able to do this, and then neither one of us can complete whatever we're doing, and I get a little upset. Alex said, I like that I started with an Amazon build. Glad I did. Gave me a chance to see what worked and what didn't. Yeah, 100%. I think Jordan would agree. Anybody that says, oh, we're trying to get into it, what should we do? I immediately say buy a used truck. I wouldn't point towards someone saying, hey, go buy 9 bazillion parts on Amazon and try and put it together. But get on Marketplace, try to find a used 10.2, and the 10.2 is so well performing. I mean, it's just so well put together that you can do a lot of things with it and figure out where you want to go and then head that way. My half drunk girlfriend said hi. Hi.
Hello.
So,
I mean, that's like Jeremy started, what, last year? This time last year or so?
about a year ago.
And with we were originally talking about getting an optic, because it was right after they came out, and then
He had a 10.3, right?
we ended up
At base camp?
well, the base camp was on sale on Amazon, so he jumped on that, and which is still a good rig, but
Yeah.
he's gone off the deep end and with several trucks at this point. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good.
But he also took our advice for the most part
Yeah,
and has not bought, like, oh, that thing is garbage, buy the real one. Like, there's some things you can cheap out on. Like, if you don't want to spend the money on VP wheels or, Visions or seeing, like, you buy Amazon wheels, hi, Bunny. Bunny's out. I get it. Like, I understand. There's also different monetary tax brackets that are in this thing. Like, I get that some people are not spending, well, there's also stupidity tax brackets too, because, some of us spend really stupid money and some people don't, like, or whatever. Like, I get that. But there's just some places that you can't skip out on if you want to.
yeah,
If you want shit to work. But there's a lot of places you can. Like, you don't have to buy a, whatever. I don't know. But
yeah. Tommy started with the base camp for C1.
yeah. Damn it, I'm gonna have to go, but those files, that Jeep looks tits. Oh, go buy those files. I like it. I thought I was gonna hate it, and I put up a fight, and Matt and Jordan decided that I was building one. Well, Jordan said, hey, you should really build one. Matt basically decided I'm building one.
Yeah.
He didn't really give me much of an option. But, so, well, it's 10:01.
Jesus, it's past my bedtime.
Yep. We're going to have to get out of here.
Okay. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, this is a good one. We are still down to mid-20s, but at least everybody seemingly is talking to us this week. I like nice wheels, and I would like to buy them from the U.S. companies, but I can't bring myself to get $300 in wheels when I'm still trying to buy parts for my rigs. Oh, 100%. I mean, I wouldn't spend $300 in wheels, well, to run. Is she going upstairs?
No.
She thought about it. Be the last things you think of, but
Tommy, there's plenty of wheels out there for the 120 to 160 range. So
Yeah.
you don't have to spend
yeah.
$300 on a nice set of wheels. I mean, VPs are $150.
Used, they're usually 90 to 110.
Yeah. Visions are 140, I think. 150.
I didn't pay retail for mine, so I don't know.
They're in the same ballpark. Locked Up are in the same ballpark.
Locked Up are actually really well priced. They're like, what, $100 for all 4 plus rings and stuff, as long as you don't get anything too crazy, right?
I don't know, because the only set that I've actually bought were these on sale, and it was a set of 5. So
Yeah, because I think I priced out, somebody was interested in my Tsunamis, and I priced them out with the front rings, just regular rings or whatever, and brand new, they were only like $112 or something.
could be.
And, I was like, well, they're $112 new, and they were like, I'll give you $52 for them shipped, and I was like, I'll just keep them, it's fine.
Yeah.
So, but crawler canning wheels that are adjustable are like 120, 150. Yeah. Tommy, just get with us. I'll see you know, if you need stuff, we'll see if we can help you somehow or whatever, but we will see you on Sunday. What's up, dog?
Oh, it's a rabbit.
DAWG, not
Oh.
DOG, yeah.
So for those of you that don't
Wabbit.
know, I have a rabbit. Lucky me.
Dude, she's getting ballsy.
And Haley has left her left her door open, so she has free reign.
Is that on purpose, you think?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's had free reign all day.
Okay.
She's only been put up because she chewed through my fish tank light.
That's right.
And so we didn't want her to chew up all of Brandon's stuff. So,
Yeah, I hate to mess up Brandon's stuff whenever you drop his fish tank. What the hell's... I think she stepped on tape. Because she was flipping her back feet like, oh shit.
she was that's how they thump.
Oh.
So with flicking their back feet. You must have moved or something.
I
Or
didn't.
maybe it was me talking, I don't know.
She did something
I
over
was all
there.
pissed off.
Yeah, she's going crazy. She's causing a riot.
Whatever. Alright.
Bunny riots. Alright, we're getting out of here. I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta be up in like 6 hours.
Ugh. Okay, love you, bye.
Yep. You guys have a good night. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. We will see you next week.
Until next time.
Oh, there it is. I'm caught on it now.
Turn this damn camera off.